In the night, so cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold, hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold, DD bands rapping stories untold. Flying with rockets through the AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rockets through the AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Flying with rocket scooter AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts, midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, guys? Good morning. How y'all doing today? All right. Howdy, friends. Good Good morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. Oh, what a day. Ready to get started here. I'm super excited about another trading day. Although a couple days ago, my big 18-day winning streak ended. Does happen, but I recovered pretty good. Is today Wednesday or Tuesday? I always get lost in it. Today's Wednesday. All right, Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Time to get started with a new week. I mean, a new day in this new week. So I'm on like a 2-day streak now, which is good. 2-day again, but it was cool to have an 18-day streak. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Jonathan, Dominic, Jajuri, Giuseppe, Mark, Matthias, Tran, Rod, Lee, Sashank, DJ Chair, Tom, Matthias, Mario, Lee, Major, Noob, Adrian, Morris, Daniel, Matthias. My Fun and Future brought 50% consistency for all accounts only on the sim side. They actually got rid of it in all accounts on funded side. So it actually got better. So even like the starter, quote unquote, no longer has consistency on eval. All of them have no consistency on, I'm sorry, have consistency on funded. So none of them have consistency on funded though. Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 8, Matthias, Bruce, Tran, and Despair, Sean, Full Tilt, Dave. Good morning, Squish, J Hicks, Ian, Sanho, Jose, Trading Hack, good morning. EB, you missed me? I know, right? Ran a little late today. Piper Jane, good morning. Had a terrible morning here. Just had a huge spark crawling up your leg. It was inside your pants. Bro, that's scary, man. Did you just like slap your pants to like crush it, or were you like taking your pants off really quick to like scurry from it? It's like triggering some kind of like fear response in me right now. Imagining like a bug crawling up my pants. Crazy. Good morning, Benny, Captain Jack. Just been talking a lot. Fraser, Sam, Nathan, Goat. Oh, I love you guys. Don't think I don't love you. I love you too much. Terasmo, Simon Dean, Pele, Diana. Happy hump day. Diana, you're having a killer month. Oh my god. Watching your progress is awesome. Captain Jack. My eye appointment took a little longer than expected. LOL. Morning, Lionheart, Trader Canada. You got 15 minutes to get started. I gotta say good morning to everybody, but let's get started with the charts. We don't got much time to spare. Let's get going. My bad for the late start here, you guys. All right, so let me mark up everything on here. Make sure I got everything. I did it yesterday, but I can double check while we're here. Working on this. All right, so I just got the update from the test server on the automation of the overnight dynamics that's now been added to the table for those of you that don't have futures data. So that's good. This project is coming along quite nicely. All right, let me make sure I get everything here front and center. All right. 2372 right here. Okay. Yeah, I got everything here. All right, so we're still in the volatility, right? Volatility, higher volatility environment, VIX above triple B. So we're gonna have overshooting pivots, possible choppiness. We got big earnings coming out. Let's have a where is my so today, I think it's today the big one, right? Today's Google and Tesla. Yep, that's today. Okay. All right. Yesterday, market open, fell out pretty quick. I took some losses out the door, but they ended up making it all back and then some. I think I had like I didn't even add it up, but I think it was like 16 or something K. Like all my accounts had 2K except for like 2 of them, which is good. Maybe because I'm trading 15 accounts now. It's crazy. All right, hold on. 7 plus 5 plus 1, 13. All right, so let me mark yesterday's close. Welcome to the stream, guys. So we're going to hit the like button really quick. We are going to be doing a giveaway of My Fun and Futures today at exactly 1,100 members. So as soon as we get there, we'll do it. We are slightly gapping up today, just like yesterday, flat-ish sort of day. Monthly hedge pressure is slightly lower. Yesterday, I bought at monthly hedge pressure. I'd love to do it all over again today if we get it. There, oops, I got my Nasdaq chart here. Oops. Little tags right there. Hopefully we get some zones to play with, be kind of nice. I would like to see a nice little rally continue. I've been still bullish like every day, but you know, the market is what the market is. Keep an eye out. DD ratio dropped to 70%. It's still good, but it's no longer in the 90s. So kind of keep an eye out for that. No impact lines yet. Nope, nothing here. Nothing here. No trades overnight. I didn't do anything until you guys in the boot camp. Second time in a row, I'm not going to do anything overnight. Not the environment I want to trade in. Pretty obvious to see that. The market went nowhere. Glad I didn't touch it. Gotta be smart. VIX above triple B unless it's a really strong pivot. I have no desire to really go in there and touch it. Okay. All right. We've got 11 minutes till market opens. All right, yesterday's close. Boom, boom, boom. What about last night? Were you guys mostly flat? Not do anything? I'm sure y'all probably didn't do much. I don't see any pivots worth touching yesterday. Oh, and like usual, last 2 days, S&P is moving higher than NASDAQ. S&P's getting a little bit more love. Y'all do anything yesterday? You hear me twice? Good morning, Noob. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brian. My bullish bearish market open. Today, I'm going to say I'm still bullish. There's no bearishness. I don't see anything. It's bearish. But the market could still have volatility. We could sell off a little bit again, just like we did yesterday. But I'm not afraid of it. It'll be the same as yesterday. Hit it with a couple of accounts, react to it, and then if something happens, something happens. If something doesn't happen, something doesn't happen. Kind of a gap up today's situation. All right, 63, 53. That's kind of in the middle here. This is a overnight dynamic. Gapping up on S&P. This all stuff out of the way here. I'd like to see a nice little open. NASDAQ especially, I'd like to see that. So maybe some upside. But the market is starting to build out a little bit of, additional volatility, right? VIX has made its way lower to that triple B. Again, when I said we can be very close to that type of environment where the market can start to wave down. If VIX drops below 1841, that's what I want to see. And hopefully that goes away for good. VIX bounces off of here like it did last night and keeps going higher. This could be the start of a topping pattern. So be very careful today. I'm not trying to short this, but we are in an environment where this can be the start. Remember when we got to this area where we rolled into a new VIX contract? I told you guys a little trick here. When your VIX is in contango and you roll into a new month around monthly options. You're above this little midpoint here. This indicates that the market is, if it does bounce here and goes, we underprice volatility. And therefore, we're in a lack of liquidity situation for this last week. Market's a little choppier for this last week. If this bounces off of here, it indicates that this other day was the top, and therefore we'll know. We're getting a head start on maybe it could be entering a bear market, but no, nothing yet. This is not a maybe. This is not okay time to short. This is just a caution. Let's show me that P&L, whip it out. What a good song, right? Let's see what's going on in the news today before we get started. It's kind of a light-ish news week. I think today we have existing home sales. Yeah, really nothing today. S&P PMI tomorrow. S&P Globals for tomorrow. Friday. So lighter news week. Big earnings today. Tesla and Google today. So we'll be having a little bit of movement on that. And we're good. So we'll see if we get anything out the door. Market nice and tidy. I like what I see. But again, VIX is in that key spot where the market can open and just move quick. No telling what's going on. All right, market is open in 7 minutes. A little spiky spike to get the ball rolling here. Don't know who's saying what or why, but this is a little bit of an interesting move there. Okay. He had the P&L song out all day. Nice. I wonder what's going on with that candle there. That's interesting. Is Trump talking? Or what? Trump is talking. Oh. All right, Papa Bear saying some stuff. You're already up $1,000. Cool. As much as I'm like, let me short this to fade this. You know me, I don't do that. Flat right now at the open. Just kidding. Not fading this. You know, Tradeify got rid of their not their dashboard, their journal. And I think they were working on it. I don't know. Ever since this new website release came out, Tradeify's site hasn't had all the functioning like it used to. I missed that journal already. I realized how much I liked it. I don't know though what they were trying to do with their new website. It just looked like a facelift. I don't think there's any like new features I can see on the dashboard. But hopefully they get it working. I missed that journal. Where do I check if Trump is talking? News feeds. I use Financial Juice. Good little news feed there. Be gapping up a little bit. S&P is the one that's kind of moved up the most. As I kind of sit here in the middle. Kind of nice to see this kind of move. I'd like to see that. All right. Opening in 5 minutes. Hopefully we get something good and bullish. But again, remember, VIX is in a spot where the market can open and just nosedive. So be very careful. VIX hugging that triple B, you know, the volatility is still there. This is that big test. If the VIX somehow gets below there, market's nice and pretty again for another month. So if VIX doesn't get below there, this could have been the top. So if VIX is moving up higher, especially like off of earnings and stuff, the market can start getting wider, which means we're likely not to press through highs anytime soon this month. So this is like the test to say, was this a topping pattern for the month? Is this the start of wave 2, or is the market going to be choppy? If you want my actual call on this, I actually do believe that the market is going to probably just megaphone out wider and choppier. I mean, if it breaks all-time highs until VIX is better after earnings, I think what we're going to end up doing is getting like a kind of choppier, wider range. Like it might breach highs for a second and then try to make its way low and then just kind of do this and kind of float in the middle where this is the middle right here. The slight drift up until the next month where we finally break out. I think this is looking to be, unless VIX gets on the other side of the page, this is looking to be a consolidating month. So being careful on this, which usually just tells me whatever I want to happen is going to happen. I draw a line like right here, and that's your midpoint. What happens in a consolidating month, especially one that's volatile, is you start to have a wider range. So just allow yourself to believe that the market can probably do all this nonsense before it, sort of VIX gets stable and it goes again. We have earnings, right? And what does a widening range look like? It looks like this. That's exactly what that is. We had this 2 months ago, or it just kind of has a wider range. You guys see that? So tell yourself whatever you want to happen, it's going to happen. So if you want a short, you're going to get some highs in here. You want a long, you're going to get some lows. That's what you tell yourself. So what you tell yourself is where we are right now is right in the effing middle. So this is not in my opinion, not investment advice, but this is not like okay, I'm going to miss out on the generational long. This is, maybe it might go up for a day, but I'm not going to be fooled. Let it dip sometime in the next couple weeks. That's the big long to buy on, right? So I feel like in the volatile environment, we're going to wait. We're going to get liquidity pockets. We're going to get lower DD bands. We're going to get all kind of lovely pivots to tap the bottom, baby. Don't forget to smash that like button. Market usually pulls back after earnings. Right. T6, you nailed it. And it's earnings season, right? And that's where that volatility is coming from. You're going to have, and the market's not really going to trend most days. It's not going to be like move up and move up and move up. It's earnings. The market's going to like just chill and then chop. And then at earnings, it's probably going to pop up. So the upward movement we're going to get is going to come from like, maybe like selling, then pop. Or like chill, drop, pop, rally. It's not going to be the big momentum we saw like last month. Probably not. I hope it is. I'm not saying that it's not. I really hope that it is, but be realistically speaking, volatile months are so much fun to trade because you just know that you got A+ pivots all down in certain areas, and I just wait for them, right? So probably out the door, we might get a nice little green candle coming up, pushing higher. We are gapping up some of the index stuff here. We'll see if anything comes out of that one. Probably a big little green candle to start the day. Got my stuff ready to roll here. All right. One minute till open, baby. Do I wait for 15-minute candle before I trade in choppy market? No. I don't really trade off of candles. I hit my pivots, and usually that's all I think about. So what I'm looking for is a certain pivot. And despite like momentum or anything like that, I just trade off a high volume pivot. So I have a little different style. But confirmation on 15-minute candle is not that bad of a deal. Megaphone broadening formation. Hey, Tom, what's up, man? Yes, sir. He's correct, right? You usually get that in earnings, where some of the good earnings push it up, some of the bad earnings push it down. But the market's not necessarily like unstable or bearish. It's just, trying to figure itself out. The question is the market selling off? Are we topping? Are we going to be all right? All right, a little bit of downside towards half gap. This half gap is going to be support if we are at a if we are bullish, we'll support at half gap. Wait till I get my liquidity maps. Again, volatile market. I'm not really eager to jump in and take some B setups here. Let's get liquidity maps coming through. Let's see if we get anything great. Give me like 15 seconds for that to happen. Market moving around. I've made no trades. Nothing yet. So 15 seconds in, I get my maps. Tell me something to do. Guys, a favor if you can, while you're waiting, go down there and smash the like button down below. I'd love you guys if you would. Up to 500 likes, we'll run our giveaway. Get close. Look at that. Filling the gap already. My intuition of not jumping in on this is pretty good. A positive resilience means there should be some support there, but we'll see if I get anything. All right. All right. Bull long up. We've got nothing but drop down in here. We've got really strong A+ supports all piling up in there. Let this shit fall and I'll grab it. That's pretty easy. Okay, so let's 58. That is, wow, it's like 40 something points lower on S&P. Let's see if QQQ has anything good. So S&P bull setups at the below. QQQ EST right at the gap fill. Roughly 26, about a quarter, 10 points lower than yesterday's close on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's got an A+ setup, 10 points lower than yesterday's close, right at about here. Bulls in bottom on NASDAQ. I can take the long on that. All right, we're very close. I think I got in early though. Let me double check that my calculation wasn't off. It's about 07 is bullseye bottom here on NASDAQ. That's it. That's the one. Okay, let me double check. Maybe my calc was off. Okay. That's about it. All right. NASDAQ. We have liquidity pocket underneath that. So 40 points in there is a pocket. NASDAQ just opening and plunging. All right. So 40 points. Clone. EST down here. Oops. What the hell? 70. That's pocket. Good, good. I'll double down right there at the pocket. Let me double check my close is the right place yesterday. Can't wait till all of this is automated. 15, actually, that's here. Okay. It's about 10 points under close. We're in the middle of liquidity pocket, QQQ, EST setup. We know the drill. We love that. That is bull zone. One candle. Mike, yeah, come on in. Is my calculation somewhat off? Yeah, come on in. 56. Oh my God, thank you.
Don't have any more burritos.
I don't? I thought there was like 10 more.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. 32. I do one thing really quick. Look how much. Oh, it is here. Yeah, yeah. Here's how much I can multitask. There it is, right there. Stay here. Stay here. Hold on. Stay here. Hello.
Hey.
I just want to tell you in front of everybody. I appreciate you bringing me breakfast every day. Just figured, you know, me too. You ate my glasses yesterday. Don't talk to me.
Oh, I gotta yeah, I gotta add that to my list of things to do.
Hey, thanks for always bringing me breakfast, man. It's the little things.
You sure you have 10 more burritos?
They're in there somewhere.
Okay. Let me go.
Thanks, man. Pickle ate my glasses, dude. I am on my backups. And every time I buy a pair of glasses, I always buy an extra pair because I always crush them or whatever happens. So LP, all inside of here pocket. We should be good. Tapping in with just 2 accounts. I'll load up on the pocket if we fall any further. All right, let's grab a little bit more on this. Should be good. Resiliences are fine. Liquidity pocket, EST setup. Bulls on bottom long. I love it. One of my favorites to grab. Liquidity pocket, QQQ is good. BZB, EST. Same old, same old. Like I said, I just grabbed that dip there. I can't wait till this is automated for these conversions. I don't have to draw these things anymore. That'd be awesome. EST every single time. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give her, dude, every day she always bring me food. Nasdaq resilience is negative, so half gap is my tap. I could hold for longer to fill the gap, but it's looking pretty solid. All right, let me close out of that one. That's 1,200 bucks in that account. I need to make about a couple thousand each one of these. That's 500 in that account. This one's at 275. Half gap is basically it till res gets a little better. Maybe I'll just hold through it. I might take the risk and just hold through it. Oh, that juice is like super something today. There's a lot of something in there that's different. It's good. Different good. It's like leafier, I would say. It has more of like, I don't know if it's like kale or something, but it's like less fruit and more veggie. Got that veggie taste to it. But TP right at half gap, that's it. But with this, I'm going to wait to see if resilience goes greater than 0, which it looks like it's getting there. If this white line gets above 0, then the target's to fill the gap. Otherwise, the half gap is the target. So be very careful here. S&P doesn't have any pivots nearby. So NASDAQ is where all the juice is. S&P is like fill the gap and then some more. You know, it's like, we look at this. It's like $1.30 off of the yesterday's close. So 190, almost like 20 points off of yesterday's close. All SPY's, S&P's goodness is like way down here. So SPY's pivots are like down in here. Like S&P has support right in there. But S&P is the better setup, so it's not like it's a bad deal. Let me load up one more thing here. Trade this one. Okay. Okay. Hope and see Nasdaq do a little bit better here. Bulls on bottom, EST. So the setups are A+. I'm pretty solid. DD ratio 80. That's good. I like it. Here to fill the gap is the trade. Super A+. I love it. Like I said, I grabbed that dip. I don't know. You guys trading anything? Did y'all do anything yet? Are y'all shorting this? That's kind of what I worried about the VIX, right? This is A+ from here. LP goes from here to here. We know the drill. And then, of course, on bull zone bottom, it's EST setup, DD ratio, bullish greater than half. We go up to next resistance. The NASDAQ has not filled the gap. So NASDAQ for right now has resistance here. This is the problem. NASDAQ's going to fight at this spot, which is why I'm deciding if I'm going to gamble and hold through. I'm waiting to see if this number goes positive. If it doesn't go positive, this is going to turn around and resist this. So that's why I'm not like, let me jump in at 20, you know, all 20 or 17 accounts. Remember, accounts 15, 7, 5, 1, 13. While it is A+ setup down here, the R&R is somewhat limited to the half cap. So what I do in this case is I err to the bull side, and I don't really bet on the non-bull side. So I definitely bet to the bull side. That's what we're going to do. All right, res is greater than 0. I like it. Let me add in one more account. Let's start piling in some of my other accounts here. Looking kind of solid. Let's get that run up. Let's get that bull move. At least fill the gap. First profit target's to fill the gap. If this white line goes above 0, we're looking for the gap fill here. Other than that, half gap is the first resistance. Looking pretty solid. I do like that. Pushing up, pushing up. Putting some profits on the board there. Can't complain. Money on the board. Come on. Push up. At least to fill the gap. Resilience is slightly better now, so the market is going... This pivot now just got stronger. Looking solid, so... It's a polarity that flips. I'm looking for a full gap fill, at least to go to where we started today. Today's open will be the next test. So let me just say like this. This is the fight right here. As long as this is okay, we should survive to at least there on resilience positive. So, said market's volatile. We're not done chopping. So, keep an eye on all the rest of the stuff here. Nasdaq has been the underperforming of the two. And I want to make sure that the Nasdaq is not, you know, dying out today. So we have Google and Tesla earnings. So be cautious today. We need VIX down below here. That is the one caution. S&P is doing a little better than the Nasdaq is. Day after day, it is looking nicer. I don't like this kind of choppy nonsense. If anything, it waits like 10 or 15 minutes. If I go up to fill the gap, I'm okay. I'm not necessarily like super heavy wanting to bet on a big rally today, but we'll see if we get anything great. At VIX, I need to come down. That's kind of what I want that to be. So maybe if we're lucky, one more wave up. I just have my one contract here. I'd be willing to dive back in at liquidity pocket. Anything below here, market's dead. So this is where we got to watch out. Bears on top is wrong on my chart. Wait, hold on. Let me double check. I did those calculations quick. QQQ. 33, 1 point lower. Yeah. It's right here. Yeah, it's 40 points on Nasdaq, right? Is that wrong? That's where it is? What should it be, EBQ? Is my calculation wrong? $23,206. 164. Well, that's close enough. Let me adjust. It's 164 about where that's in 206. Thank you, sir. I have to, like, I'm doing it super quick in my head, so you guys do the better calcs. I'll get it right. So hopefully bull zone bottom holds. Ratio is 79. We're still pretty okay. It's a BSU. BSU is one of my favorite setups. It is one of the strongest bull zone setups. Here to the halfway point is always a decent run. This is this one to the stash line, one to the middle area. It's pretty good. So hopefully from here, it picks up some steam. And that liquidity pocket's gonna be a jam if we hit it. I'm not too crazy worried about it. Get these resilience numbers better. S&P starting to lose a little steam. I don't want this to be the volatile month. And if it is, and this turns out to be that month, okay. But I don't think it will be. I really think this is going to be all right. Should be okay. My A pluses are all spread out right here. It's looking pretty solid. Should be good. Hopefully. This is a little blah, so it's still going to be choppy right around this area. Might get a lower low, but my point at a return is if we lose pocket, this market's really dead. So down in here, it's very bad. So unexpected. And very bad. On that break. We've got, what is it, 40 points on S&P to fall. This is 200 points of drop if we lose this. So it's really, what I like about markets like this is nice and tight. I'm wrong small if I'm wrong. Wrong small if I'm wrong. I mean, if we lose this, it's very bad. I can avoid a huge crash very quickly. This is expected to hold in this area, liquidity pocket, right? So I just have a contract and I'll have a few more down in here. It will likely overshoot, so be careful. Right, if you're trading around this area, it's going to bounce around a lot. It has been the popular open for the last 2 or 3 sessions to have the market open and just drop. And then I'm fighting back to recover towards the end of the day. Again, volatile markets, volatile bull markets, drop, but then you have faith that the markets usually can turn around and come back. All right, so here to there is resistance with res less than 0. Polarity's flipped there. So we have kind of like a little bit of a, I think that today we might doop, 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 if we're bullish. So fingers crossed on that. Dropping down the lower pocket, which is good. Take a little drawdown on that one. It's all right. If I'm wrong small, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Since I'm already in a trade, I'm going to let it go the whole distance. I'm not going to jump in early and try to add to it here. I want to get my full cost basis lowering. I'll add a couple more contracts right down here at the bottom. I got this little tap here. A little bit lower. We get like 3 or 4 more minutes to settle out. I would add right there, but I'm going to let it overshoot. Wait on that one. Let me build in a couple more accounts here. All right, put some on the table there. I entered in 2 more accounts right here. And I'm going to start to build off of this. And if this doesn't work, I take a loss, I'm done. Actually holding pretty well. Resilience still good on S&P, not that bad. All right, I'll add more here. More here. All right, it's gonna be choppy for a little bit. Might take some heat on this one. But if we lose this, the unexpected move, very bad. QQQ liquidity pocket is probably the most stable parts on this. If we lose this, it's pretty nasty. I mean, we've got supports all through here, which is okay. But still, you can be careful on today's run. Hopefully this is the one that holds. I'm going to kind of bet that this is the one. UVXY trying to break. Hedge pressures. Yeah, we got to watch that one. Let me get my alerts up here. Front and center. Yep, it's there. So VIX hedge break can be a big deal. So be very careful on that VIX movement, right? Come on, let's just hang in there, volatile market. Stay pretty. Stay pretty. Get that A+. Let's run it. Good. That's green. That's good. All right, let's run it. Let's run it. All right, this account's got 1,200 bucks. I made it on that one. Let's close that one out. 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. Oh, 13. Let's go. Close at 16. If this one's making money, good. Close that out. That one's up 1,000. This one's up 1,200. Just playing them one at a time. 1,300. Let's go. Closing that one at a time. Solid. Hang in there. Need conditions to improve a little bit. This pocket-to-pocket trade was pretty solid. Do I have self-confidence? Resilience is getting slightly worse. Should I hedge my bets or should I take out and walk away and be a wuss? Should I hang in on this one? Should I stay in on this one, guys? What do y'all think? I have the full conditions for a gap fill, so I'm not really too super confident in this. Oh, we'll see. What do you guys think? Oh. IDOC shout at me and yelled at me that I was muted. Did y'all know that IDOC is like the best thing that's ever happened to me? And I don't really say that often. Hopefully she doesn't hear this. Don't tell her I said it, okay? Let's keep her guessing. I get green juice and hot tea every day. Sometimes funny dances. That's kind of cool. She yelling at me from like 3 floors down. You're muted! That's what I'm talking about. If she wasn't around, I don't think I could do this. That's like one hell of a team player. Did I get in trouble last night? I get in trouble like every other day. Don't F it up. I usually will. I usually do. I'm kind of a fuck up sometimes. Hopefully soon. When? Hopefully sometime soon. Res is good. Res is good. Okay, cool. Wait. One more account here. Let's grab it. Looks pretty solid. Res is good. Res is good. Gap fill. Okay, good. All right. Let's have some luck on this one. Alright. Looking solid, looking solid. How much can I add on this one? Can I trade on this one too? You want to add? Yeah, res is positive. Let me add here. Put 2 contracts on that account. Let me buy a couple more in a couple accounts. Boy, I'd love to get that LP again one more time, but it's doing the same thing it did earlier. So keep an eye on the VIX. Remember, still VIX is still being kind of an asshole today, right? That VIX needs to come down. It means that whatever we're sitting on right now can just be choppy. It's not going to be stable with VIX doing this. It can just be. So whatever's going to happen is going to be really bad. So I'm still fingers across. I'm still worried that the market's just going to like dip out. But at least for now, with volatility being high, we are getting some press on resilience. If this resilience goes above 0, then we fill the gap. You guys know my rule here. Don't forget, friends, don't forget to smash the like button. We're almost at 1,100 viewers again. We'll be doing our My Fun and Futures, giving away 5 accounts today. That'll be fun. This one is 22. Okay, there. All right. Can I get the run back up to open? That'd be kind of nice. Google earnings, Tesla earnings. I'm not really thinking we're going to get some big, strong movement as far as a rally goes. But I don't think we're going to crash out today. Hopefully we don't crash out. If we do, it's like crash, and Google and Tesla pop us up. Then that'd be kind of like the heartbreak today. But usually in these volatile markets like this, be very careful. All right. All right. So yeah, my A+ setup is here. Hopefully it looks all right. We need these resiliences are positive, which is good. I got a little bit of faith. So any downside dips I can grab as long as the index is all right. Once this goes above 0, it's trying to get its little happy little self up there. We have polarity here, so this is where I want that to be above 0. So be very careful on this. Let me take a bite of my waffle. Apple back to sucking today? Yeah. Oh shit, there's that candle. Platform's all frozen up. All right, come on, platform. Oh my goodness, come on. That's the volatility for you. Let me run monthly maps real quick. That was pretty weird. All right, we should be okay. Monthly maps still look good. SPY. Monthly maps still good. QQQ. Still kind of weird on that. Look at this huge order. So non-overlapping candles. We talked to you guys about that. Is that volatility? I don't know. What is going on with my... Hold on. Let me refresh my platform here. All right. S&P on the downside there. Resilience is still positive, so it's kind of a little dip to buy, I guess. Cool, cool, cool. A plus again. Let me tap it with oh, my browser's crashed. I swear to you, Tradeovate is just such a crap platform sometimes. What the heck is going on here? All right, hold on. All right. Well, things are looking stable there. Should be all right. Get that A plus one more time. I'm excited to see this move. Yeah, things are looking solid here. Let me find some other account to like stab at this. Using 2 minutes, yeah. Let's see where that came from. I will only lower tariffs if the country agrees to open its market, if not, to much higher tariffs. Oh, Trump just saying the word tariff. You'll freak out. Okay, so this is that spot where I'm like nervous again. Market should be okay. EST. All right, this is another opportunity to buy. Grab on this, but man, this is getting a little crazy here. Don't want this. Very bad if we lose this. So, again, hopefully get the same thing twice. Trump saying the word tariff. Kind of we're back to that market again. And VIX, and this is another thing. What's causing this is we're having a VIX monthly hedge break. So, again, it's going to be choppy around this edge here. But VIX kind of pushing through here is causing the market to be unusually volatile. Again, it doesn't mean market's crashing out, but it means the market can if it gets out of control out of here. I still stick to my guns and stay on the same side of the bet, but this could get a little wild. I always get excited when I get those pocket trades. Get another one, be nice. We always know the markets like this are a little frustrating, but it should be all right. Hang in there, market. We should be all right. You can always add one more and be a little risky. Add one more. Existing home sales came out 3.93 on a forecast of 4. Well, that's still decent. It's still decent on the expectation. It didn't beat it, but I mean, as 4 million expectations, still pretty high, which is good. High-ish, like relative to, to like at least what we expected. Been about 4 for like a while, I would say, if I remember, about every reading is since probably like the recession. It was high, definitely much higher back in the 2021s, 2022s, and like interest rates were better. Before is good. Like relatively high. All right, let's go market. Let's go. Pick up steam here. Hold that bull bear zone top. Let's go big green candle. I know. Fingers crossed. I don't want to have a bad day today. Can't handle any more craziness. Trump just shut the F up. It's like he's just like, it's like the timing. I feel like there's just a master script for the stock market. And they're like, okay, today we've booked Trump. We need something to move the market today. So we got Trump talking. No, Trump, can you move your talk till Wednesday? Because we don't have any news that day. Just make sure you say something that way. Like the market just never gets a clean break. Feels like there's a master evil scheduler that's just always like, let's make sure that the moment things are steady, let's throw a curveball. I swear the timing is always so great. Liquidity pockets are good. These are really solid setups. My fingers are crossed, but the market dropping is just volatility. Hopefully we hold here. D ratio is unfazed. So again, we might get some overshoot around here, but if I lose, very bad on 163 loss is bad. QQQ is going to basically drop in like 40 point, 80 point chunks. And I might just decide to like take a loss and chill until next LP. This is why it gets a little tough in these kind of environments, because it's like lots of trades will be made. Here to here's a good setup. Here to here's a good setup. Here to here. All of these are good possible longs. Which one do I take, right? So the idea is I can plan to be long in all of it, but man, that's like 120 points worth of drawdown. That doesn't sound fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up all my accounts, right? I'm going to trade a couple accounts here, a couple more here, a couple more here, and some of them may bust and some of them may make, and then I'll rotate in. So as we fall, I'm going to rotate into a few more accounts, take loss in the first ones. Like this is the first one. And as we fall, take stabs at some other ones, right? Half my accounts are still sitting at 0 right now. Nothing because of that. I know I can hit all of them. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to be a wuss on these A pluses though. This is my first attempt at getting the long for the day. And so I do have this in a handful of places. And you know, as I take this trade every single time, it worked a second ago. I take it every time, and sometimes if it doesn't work, it's the numbers game, right? So over time, I take it every time, and then ultimately I just build my accounts off of that. If we lose on selling pressure today, then we lose, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get that green though. So statistically, right, this is my favorite setup. I hit it every time. Are the stocks selling? They're selling into bull territory. Stocks are still okay. Nvidia fall into bull territory. Nvidia's in a bull zone, still okay. Apple still in a bull zone, that's okay. Amazon. Hold on one second. Hold on. I keep being excited seeing some green candles and the market's just not having it. Come on. Come on, market. Green candles making me exciting. You're making me excited. We need the song. We need the song. Kind of in a chill mood today. We want to play another song. Come on, hang in there, market. We need to draw our fan. Okay. Let's draw the fan. The fan gets worse and worse every time I draw it. Come on. Don't. This market sucks. Don't die today, market. Don't die today. Come on. Very bad on this break. We're on the edge here. Now S&P's losing. Should be alright, though. Should be alright. A song about a fan would be kind of nice. A song called Whoosh Fan. I'm sorry for not drawing this sooner, you guys. I feel like this is kind of my fault. We had a magnet that works. Okay, let me do the magnet really quick. I'm sorry for not drawing the fan sooner, you guys. My bad. I'll never make that mistake again. Sorry about that. How do we draw a magnet? There we go. That looks like a magnet with that. With like field lines. Like, I guess I'll put the magnet at half gap. The fan and the magnet. No, it's seriously like SEC watchdogs. Watch out! I'll get. Come on, they got good luck. Throw all of our good luck charms at the liquidity pocket. Man, volatility's crazy though, so it's getting a little weird. That was so exciting to see this move up. You know, 20 points. I don't like that it's doing this. Let me get my two chart up here. This is just like, it gets heartbreaking when the market does this. It's like a little harder market to trade. Not a big fan of it. Come on. Hang in there, baby. Hang in there. Res is good on the S&P, which is good. S&P should hold half gap and keep going. Be all right. I say that I'm a little kind of blah on Nasdaq. I don't know if we're gonna get the rally though, but we'll see. We'll see if we get some stock movement here. Fingers crossed on this one. Every time these green candles get super excited and just kind of gets a little sell off after I get each one of them. Come on. Nothing else on the news today. Trump just threw a small little curveball at this, and it also kind of made the market a little temperamental. Yeah, we really got nothing else, man. Oh, this is just kind of crummy. And I don't know if I have the energy to battle this all day either. Like, I'm kind of tired today. Well, I'm gonna have to if it does happen. Come on, this way. I did double down here. I allow about 40 points to overshoot. That is the one kind of crummy part. So we might get a little bit. I hate these volatile markets, man. Sometimes they're just not the most fun to trade. Like it does feel like it's selling off, but like what can happen is any moment in time, it's like green candle come out of nowhere, this red candle come out of nowhere. That is just characteristic of the VIX. So we've been talking about this all week too, right? And we need that VIX to come down. We need to be below 1841 on VIX futures. And VIX is kind of rejecting this area, which is not making it good for the market. I might want to just get back down to 2. This is a little heavy for this. So let me close this down to 2 instead of 3. Let me see if I can't. Trim this out a little bit. Yeah, we want to get VIX below here. If VIX is above here, it's confirming that we did top out on the market, right? The market's not gonna, the market's gonna have a hard time rallying. So I got in on 3, but I basically trimmed back down to 2, just to hang out a little drawdown. We had pocket on top of pocket today. So there's a lot of opportunities to scalp. This is gonna be a fun day for a lot of you guys. It's gonna be very brutal. There's gonna be more wins than losses off of these pockets. So let me just kind of like clean this up a little bit. So let's kind of talk about the bigger plan that I have. And a lot of these days, it kind of sucks, but there's plenty of opportunities. As long as I survive, it should be all right. There's place from there to there, there to there. There's place from there to there. It's all kind of places. Here to here is really strong because you got 2 supports. This is really good. If this market dies through this pocket, it's going to be random because it's volatile. Where can it bounce? It's going to bounce at all these places. But if we lose this, the market's absolutely going to crash on top of that. So we've got like, there's going to be, you know, hit or miss. And I would say maybe 6 or 7 out of 10 of these will probably work, and the other ones will probably not because the odds are just kind of all over the place and the market's volatile. So I'm going to take a stab at each pocket at least. The crappy thing is a lot of times you might fall to bull zone, then it comes to here and keeps going. So normally what I do is what I'm doing right now is I'll not add it every account. I'll add like, say I have like 15 accounts, right? I'll play like 3 of the accounts there, 3 of the accounts there, and then like 6 of the accounts there, and like the other 3 of the account, or sorry, 3 and 3 and 3 and 6. Like I'll just basically save them all and rotate them in. If these guys make a loss, right, they go back in line at the end of the line after this. So the next time I get another trade, I'll throw those accounts at it. And eventually they'll all be green. Get enough pockets to turn all my accounts green today. So y'all hang out. It's going to be a fun day to watch. I promise you that. I will turn all of these accounts green by the end of the day. It'll just be a fun day. So y'all tune in and watch. It's just going to be like at the start, there could be a loss off this first one and then it gets a little chaotic. So if I'll be like stopping out of one account and then at the same spot, adding in a couple other, rotate my accounts in that way. And it works very well in volatile markets. I just know the market's going to pivot somewhere. I can't pick which one. So I got to take a stab at all of them, right? Does that make sense, you guys? Hopefully y'all follow what I'm doing. Rotating my accounts, catching knives at every level. It's not really a knife though. Market's liquid somewhere, but the fact is that the VIX is high enough. We don't know where that somewhere is. I take a stab at all of them. There's like EST setups every time that I could take at all these different places, right? So the idea, oh shit, well, hello. Okay, I'll take it. So either we rally from there or from there or from there or from there, and then the market dies from there. And I know that inside of here, we're going to chop around, have all kind of fun action inside there. Looks like that's doing all right. What the hell's green candles? Let's go. Fingers crossed. Thank you, S&P, for saving the day. They use a 40 point, yeah, 40 point for each one of them. So the trick is to divide my accounts. And like I said, I've got pivots every 40 points lower off of this, right? So I've got 163, 123, 83. I mean, it's just pivot, 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 pivot. And that's kind of like, okay, which one do I like to trade on, right? And then the one down here has MHPs, overnight and equities, all in the same spot, right? Oh, hell yeah. All right, we get some run up here. Here's the one I wanted to see. Hold on, wait, where's that song again? Hold up. And so the trick is when volatile, the trick is to split your accounts up. And that's how I survive these all the time. Hopefully this is a good lesson for you guys. Not all my eggs are in one basket right now. Most of my accounts are still at 0, or half of them are still at 0, I haven't touched. Waiting for the opportunity, right? right? Which one is going to pivot? We don't know, right? But I take a stab at pretty much as many of them as I can. And that's why AST is a statistics thing. I take stabs at every one of them. And so instead of putting all my eggs in one basket, I'm going to split up my accounts. LP, LP. So a handful of my accounts are here. If those accounts start stopping out, then fresh accounts attack right there. If those accounts start stopping out, then fresh accounts attack there. And then wherever it pivots, I take my profit. Okay, those accounts are green. Don't use them anymore. Okay, got some red ones. Let's wait, let's wait, let's wait. Boom. Okay, throw the red ones at this one again. And wherever it's going to randomly pivot, we don't know. But each one of these levels is a pivot, right? And this is what volatility is. The market's just volatile. Not bullish, not bearish. It's just choppy. It's finding liquidity, right? Your price is going to lower to find buyers. Where are they? Well, we've got evidence that all these places are buyers somewhere, but which one is the set of buyers that's going to turn this around? We don't know. So by the end of the day, I'll turn all these accounts green. So don't even worry about that. These days like these are always a battle. That's why I was kind of like, I don't want to battle today. It's a lot of energy to do it. But the trick is don't put all your accounts in one basket. Or all your risk in one basket. Of course, like some will work, right? Which one? Well, let's play all of them. God, that candle was so good right there. I'm so excited about this one too. Come on. Maybe the guitar solo will make it rally. I like how it's trying to move here, but it's just getting a little bit nasty. So let me go ahead and double check some of the stocks here. The fact that that one candle we just had sold off, I wasn't a big fan of that. But Nvidia, Microsoft has MHP below. Some of the tech stocks are good. Tesla's sort of opening in liquidity pockets, so not bearish yet. Google holding MHP, which is fine. Google has earnings today. MHP, both sides. Google's good. Yeah, so Google's hit a bottom. If Google crashes before earnings, I'd be very surprised. So we've got some pretty solid supports in the stocks. Nvidia, bull zone. There's enough in the stocks to give me some hope here. So the big question is, where are we going from here? I don't like that there's still selling pressure even off of that big rescue candle. So we need to see some hold here. But you guys, as I talk about, right, when we have that cheat sheet I give you guys, is all the characteristics of that, right? Your pivot's not razor sharp, it's overshooting. Check. Your volume profile or your distribution around the pivot is choppy and asymmetric. Check, right? It's cool how I taught this last 2 days, right? We have a handout on this very thing. You just got to essentially know that the market's a little more random than not, and you're going to have to take a lot more smaller bets to fight it. That's just part of volatility. And so here, right, VIX triple B, exactly what I draw on screen. Is that cool? You guys feel like y'all get something out of the boot camp, right? This is exactly what we teach in the boot camp. This is your overshoot of pivot, and then your volume all over the place, volume all over the place. It's not clean. It's not sharp. It's not a parabola. But an X is only giving 10% on code Rocket. Yeah, the sale is over. I need to update that graphic, by the way. Thank you for letting me know that. Oh, 10%. Sorry, my bad. Wrong one. Here we go. So did y'all play some Aussie? Dude, I totally would, but I bet I'd be like a copyright strike if I did. I'd be so... I've been waiting to play like Aussie like all day. You'd like find a cover song of Aussie. You just passed your 50K funded next. Yeah, rest in peace. Aussie's in heaven. He certainly was like, I think he's worthy. Mama, I'm coming home. Oh, EST every single time. Maybe the Blind Monkey song one more time. We have all these songs that we play for good luck. Oh, this is the second song. This is the Good Luck Blind Monkey song. How's Sharon is feeling? Yeah, they were like one of the few Hollywood couples that were like probably like absolute best friends, you know, like. And she was like her husband's biggest fan too. You know? Dude, I would feel so lucky if I just got that. Rocket scooter going around the way. So the rotating the accounts are how you survive volatile days like this. If it rallies, I only get this in like a handful of accounts. I've already scalped 1, 2, 3, 4 of my accounts to $1,000 each. Let me give you guys a progress update on this. So you can see like what it looks like from my perspective. So in days like this, it's like a mix of red and green. So right now, like these accounts need money, these accounts need money, these are good, these are good. These are 2 I'm battling right now. And these 2 I'm active in, so. So what I do is I work them all one at a time. The ones that are red, I got out and I'm gonna wait to hit them again. And at some point I'll turn them positive. At the end of the day, there could be a possible bust or 2, but no bust yet, right? So we're good. Hopefully I'm busting those fun to next. I really hate the idea that I'm wasting them in a volatile environment, but I'm gonna take a stab at it. Come on, baby, let's run it. So like in this mode right now, some of the accounts made money on that first trade I closed out. Some of the accounts are making money on the second trade I'm about to close out. So this one is up like $1,000 on this one. Let's go. I need to get 2,000 per account though. I'm really like, I'll just take what I can get maybe. Hopefully the market gets a little better. S&P res is still okay. Let's double check the S&P's not filling its gap yet. Okay, S&P's playing half gap, should hold to gap fill, but we'll see. This market just kind of sucks today. Come on, at least give me bulls on bottom, full pocket. All right. Oh, we got the Blind Monkey song. We got the other one. All right. Monkey Paw. One more good luck song. I might pay attention to the chat, you guys. You realize you're trading against me? Oh, it's okay, dude. No. You're not trading against me. We're both right. That's the thing. We're both right. Today, longs and shorts are both right. Both are going to pay out. Volatile days, they're both going to play out. The market's going to play chop, ping pong between all these levels. You're going to have all kind of plays here all day today. All day. So the problem is that there's liquidity scattered all throughout here. The question is where the bull's at. Where the bull's going to overwhelm the bears in some of the stocks. Now, some of the stocks inside of here have support, like about the same place they're pivoting. Majority of your stocks are supporting inside of here. So the market will actually crash out pretty quickly if we lose this. You got most of your major tech stocks are holding around similar pivoting areas. I'll scan through that real quick and show you what I mean. Bull supports across the board in some of these big techs, like Nvidia, bull zone near that bottom there, right? Apple's kind of like, Apple's a shit one today, right? So Apple sucks, which Apple didn't suck though. Amazon is bullish, but no support. So Amazon and Apple still have room to fall, but they're not bearish. Microsoft, bull pivot nearby, monthly hedge pressure. So like your big tech has got support underneath it, right? You're good. Liquidity pocket Meta, liquidity pockets don't crash. So Meta's got somewhat stability there. Tesla, hedge pressure hold in earnings today. So Tesla's likely not going to crash into its own earnings. And then Google's got MHP right underneath it, right? So for Google to crash below its earnings, I don't feel that that's possible. It'd be very rare to watch a stock pre-earnings die out without inside information. So Google's found its edge. Maybe we're just going to expand the volatility. That's what I feel. Do you guys feel the same way, or am I wrong? What do you think? How's my gauge on this? Stocks are pretty supported here, right? Why is the TOS price of VIX? Well, that is the price of VIX, not VX futures. Right? It would be weird for Google and Tesla to crash out into earnings. So I really don't think we're going to rally up. We're going to span the wave, I think. Span the range, span the wave. Ride the wave, span the wave. Bam, 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 bam. Cool. Woo! Get that wee woo. Okay, let's go. I love it. Where's that noise? Do we have 9:30? Oh, 9:30 on Wednesday. It's just the EIA oil report. That's what that was. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The music's working. The fan is working. The magnet was working. God, there are our superstitions at this thing. I kind of don't like this not picking up momentum. Res is not picking up steam. Market's not picking up steam. In all honesty, it might chop around a little bit more. Let me be a wimp and take profit. I'm just going to close out and then chill for a minute. What's the damage report? So far, so good. I'm not too terribly bad. In this environment, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Even though I can hold the whole way up, I kind of am not liking fact that it could possibly move around, and I am being a little wimpy, but that's okay. Damage report, not too bad. Slightly better than what it was. I'm still long in, let me pull the account that I am long in on the screen. So damage report, not too bad. I'm still, like I said, volatile days, I'm always fighting it. So, like I said, these accounts are all flat with profit. These accounts are still open with loss. This account is closed with loss. That was the one on the screen. This account's open, closed with profit, closed with profit, closed with profit. This account is still open. So let me pull the one that's still open on the screen. And that one is here. So remember, the point is to rotate accounts and to spread your risk out. Days like this, you will, when you go through my training and you learn how to do all this, you will get really good at managing multiple accounts and splitting up risk. And if worst case scenario happens, only 3 of my accounts are red right now, and the rest are, or 4 of my accounts are red, the rest are green, some of them are flat. The whole point of this is to work the accounts individually. Now, let me give it some time because it's not picking up a lot of momentum and res is still kind of blah. I don't think the market's going to sell off. I really don't. I still have some risk on the table. But that one I was trading that I actually closed out is down 900 bucks, just because I want to give it some space as a second option to get in somewhere else. It looks like my intuition was right, because the minute I closed it out, the market kind of dipped a little bit. This account that has 2, actually, I bought earlier today on that first dip. I grabbed 2 and I've been sitting on this all day, which is why it's still green right there. The other account dived out of that red because I bought 3 and then I closed out 1 and took a little bit of a loss and I'm back in. I didn't close everything though. I just closed a couple. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. But do you guys understand that like days like this, the win of the overall day is spreading my risk out? Do you guys understand this, right? How this works? 2 of my accounts right now might take $2,000 or $3,000 of loss if I'm wrong for now. Let me play some Black Sabbath cover songs. How about that? That way I don't get copyright strike. Let's play some like really obscure cover songs by like some really small artists that won't give me a copyright strike. Paranoid, Black Sabbath, acoustic guitar for Ozzy, 113 views. Okay, this won't give me a copyright strike. I would play all the Ozzy you guys want, man. Let's play some very small, obscure. That I pull out early, because like the market usually will find liquidity very quickly and test it and go from pivot to pivot very quick. The fact that it had 1, 2, 3 chops, it wasn't look like it was making it. And I looked at resilience, which was less than 0, which means S&P would reject its half gap, which is right there. So I just pulled out early because I'm going to give myself the opportunity to spread my risk out even further, right? Even though it's still kind of bullish-ish. So that looks like it was a good choice. And now I got, like I said, I'm going to spread out my risk all day long inside of here. I don't know. It just started feeling weird because it was not pushing like it normally would. And then, of course, our indicators that show me strength in the gap fill have been getting weaker. They have not been getting stronger. So our pivots are getting weaker, right? That was good intuition on that one. They're all good entries. That's the thing. They're all good. They're not all bad. They're all really good. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. Somewhere in here, it's going to V up. So I got to play all of it. Damn, that cover is good. This video has 113 views. That's it. Hell yeah. That's a good cover. It's the guy that's singing. Hell yeah. Let me see if that guy has any more. Some more Ozzy, man. That's good. That's a good cover. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. Black Sabbath War Pigs. All right. Right, because she's jamming along to another. That's okay. Here's another Paranoid cover. Nah, I don't like your voice. Too forced. One man band covers Black Sabbath. Okay, let's hear it.
I get a lot of hate on here.
This is just a guitar. Another Paranoid cover. Like cover songs won't give me a copyright strike. 10 seconds is copyright free. Yeah. I'm gonna hedge my bets. These videos have like 500 views. I don't think I'm gonna get a strike on it.
Finished with my woman, she couldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am frowning all the time. All day long I think of things, but nothing seems to satisfy. Think I lose my mind if I can't find something to pacify. Hold up. Can you help me? That you are my friend. Oh yeah. Finished with my woman, she couldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am frowning all the time.
Hold on.
All day long I think of things, but nothing seems to satisfy. Think I lose my mind if I can't find something to pacify. Hold up. Can you help me? That you are my friend. Oh yeah. Finished with my woman, she couldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am frowning all the time. All day long I think of things, but nothing seems to satisfy. Think I lose my mind if I can't find something to pacify. Hold up. Can you help me? That you are my friend. Oh yeah. Finished with my woman, she couldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am frowning all the time. All day long I think of things, but nothing seems to satisfy. Think I lose my mind if I can't find something to pacify. Hold up. Can you help me? That you are my friend. Oh yeah. Finished with my woman, she couldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am frowning all the time.
Is that the same guy? Oh, cool. Cool. All right, that was good. All right, I'm back. So I got a lot of business I'm doing this morning. Sorry about that. Pickle ate my glasses yesterday. Tradeify needs to up their game, not gonna lie. The accounts look outdated. Tradeify's new update, I wasn't really a big fan of. Pickle ate my glasses. So these are my every time I buy a pair of glasses, I always buy two. And I just because I always like to have a backup in case one of them gets scratched and I can get a new one shipped in. I've got a spare one. And so I bought two of these, and within 3 months, they're both scratched. This one got scratched when I was building my new computer. I was wearing it, and I turned my head and hit this thing right here. Scratched them. Okay, my other glasses yesterday, Pickle got them and chewed the crap out of them. Like, they're scratched all up and down. Obedience school. I know, like, we're about to send him over there. She just doesn't want to send him to obedience school yet until her dad leaves, because she wanted him to, like, spend time with her dad, which is, like, a couple more weeks. After that, bad dog, he's going to obedience school. We're gonna drop him off for like a month, I think, because how much this one is. Shoot out my glasses, man. Lenses, frames, everything. It was mauled, like mangled mauled. Not even wearable mauled. You guys remember, even before I got these new glasses, my old glasses, somebody at a coffee shop took them and threw them on the ground and stomped on them. I told you guys that story. Some random person, you know, there's like a special place in hell for people like that. They're gonna get what's coming to them. They always do. Left, go to the bathroom, come back, my glasses on the table, we're on the floor, stomped deliberately. Gotta be deliberate. Taking off my computer, just sitting there on the top. Who knows who would have done that? You know what I'm saying? That's okay. I got some better looking ones. I have to attribute the newer looking glasses to half of my success, because my stream numbers started going up once I got the new glasses. I think they look better. The little guy might have been removed from his mom too soon. I think so, yeah. He, like, at the breeder was but very good at, like, spending time with him, you know. But I think she might have taken the puppies from the mom too early, probably. Yep. He's got separation anxiety, and he's always going to be around. And then when you leave, he destroys something of yours. He doesn't just chew on his thing. If there's something yours, he already chewed up the remote of our new freaking $7,000 TV. He already chewed it up. If VIX is above triple B, but switching over to micros be smart play to protect capital. Yeah, smart play. And also, if you're trading like one account, micro, it's almost like cost basis averaging in the whole way down to having an overall position for like a intraday long or a swing trade is what I would do. Like if I would normally trade 2 minis at one pivot, I might instead do 3 micros, 5 micros, 5 more micros, and then 10 micros, and spread out my 2.5 minis over a wider range, just to get something smaller play, wider move, bigger move, so you can make money with something small. I would normally do that. Or with prop accounts, I just split it up like I've been doing, taking the accounts in batches 3 at a time. Right. And then that's it. Yeah, micro is not a bad idea. As it is trying to hold the liquidity pocket, it's still not getting any bump up, but the S&P resilience is slightly better, so it is looking good on the S&P front. I don't know if Nasdaq's gonna give us some love, but S&P resilience being positive is support at half gap to move higher there, and I just don't think we're gonna get it today, but I'm betting that we will. My odds of this are kind of like meh. The VIX being the way that it is kind of like meh. We're not seeing any come down on that VIX. We need to see VIX below this 1841. Has at least the lessons in the VIX been helpful to you guys? That's my next question. Understanding the environment we're in has been helpful to you guys, understanding this, right? I'm not longing at the open as much as I used to. I'm being cautious. I'm waiting for pivots and taking them when they drop. I know there's volatility, so I'm expecting it, right? It's helpful. Good. All right, cool. I like it. Especially, it's cool when we teach like a certain class and then within a day or two, that thing we taught is happening, right? It was kind of nice. The timing of this was really great. Alrighty. All right. Oh, account's working. You're quite experienced, but even being after get touched. Yeah, you are pretty experienced. I remember when I first started chatting with you here, but you've upped your game on top of what you already do. Very cool, very cool. 20-year bond coming later, does it move the market? The 20-year, a lot of them can. I wouldn't say any bond particularly is more prone or not prone to move the market. If somebody wants to buy a certain bond and is selling stock today to do it, right? Could be something that'd be happening. You might see the bond move around or the stock market move around. I think a lot of traders attribute the 2-year and 10-year range being more critical to the market because that's about the foresight. People typically are like investing for like this quarter or this year, and the 2-year and 10-year is how people like ward off recessions. If you're going to be in a recession, usually lasts for 5 to 10 years. Market sell-offs or market crashes, bear markets usually last for 2 years. So somewhere between the 10 and 2 is about how you time the short-term debt cycle corrections, which usually every 7 or 10 years you have something like that. So the 2 and 10 year is important for people to adjust based on their expectations of like credit cycling. And that's where a lot of the market sort of correlation comes to. But I think all of the bonds are going to give you a lot of information about people's desire for fixed income. They all are important. And I don't normally see, like, some of them just outpace the other ones. It's not often that I see like just like the 10-year yield is going way up and the 30-year yield is going way down. It's not like people are that hyper selective about bonds. Usually bonds are part of like a very diversified portfolio. And if people are fixed income heavy, they're heavy in all of them at once. So it's kind of like a general supply and demand of all the bonds. But in a volatile environment, don't shrug off any news. That's the kind of one takeaway about this. The idea is, at least today, it's more important than it was 2 weeks ago, right? Because the market's sensitive to news. So any event can cause a chain reaction, even the 20-year, which is still very important. And you have to think about the environment wherein the market's going to be more sensitive to anything, right? Like, we're starting to see a little tumultuous movement off of Israel and Iran strikes, and in any normal bull market would shrug that off like it's nothing. But when VIX is high, the market is sensitive to anything. Look, Trump is just mentioning the word tariff in the fucking sentence, and the market's like, I mean, it's like he didn't even say anything other than, yeah, if the country doesn't do this, we'll give them higher tariffs. That's not real news. Market's just sensitive to anything, and that's where that VVIX and VIX lesson I give you guys is all about. But I'd be lucky. It'd be nice if this one liquidity pocket's the one that gives me all the money. Say, now the one thing that I like about, while the VIX is hugging triple B, VVIX is in decay, which is fantastic. The VVIX in decay has everything to do with why the VIX isn't moving at all. This is interesting, right? You see how the VVIX is not above 100, even though the VIX is above triple B? Because VVIX is low, the day-to-day VIX movement is practically non-existent. Do you guys see that? That's the lesson of VVIX. VVIX is the Ving of the VIX itself, and you'll see how all day the VIX is doing absolutely nothing. This is good for the possibility of VIX dying out. Pretty cool, right? So VVIX is a telltale sign of how rapidly the VIX can move. VIX is moving like a freaking penny stock, and even going anywhere, like a penny stock before it moves. What is VVIX? The VVIX is the volatility of the VIX. The VIX is the volatility of the S&P. VVIX is the volatility of the VIX itself. So if the S&P starts having like choppier moves that are wider, VIX will go up. If the S&P stabilizes, VIX will go down. Well, the VIX itself has its own volatility index, which is called the VVIX. And so as the VIX goes up and down, as the S&P gets wider and narrower, if the VIX goes up and down even more, the VVIX will go up. So the idea is the thing I teach is that VVIX above 100, the VIX itself is very sensitive. It means the market, the S&P is even exponentially more sensitive. It gets crazier when VVIX is high. Currently, VVIX is actually in the safe zone. Anything below 100 is good. Anything below 90 is extraordinary. This is like too safe for comfort. So when VVIX is in decay, it means the VIX has no volatility itself. Like, VIX is not even moving all morning. The market is diving and coming up, and the VIX isn't going up through the roof. Do y'all see that? This is what VVIX is telling you. So that's a good lesson on that, because day after day after day, the VIX is not even doing anything, even though it's slightly elevated above triple B. like all these daytime sessions, we're not seeing a lot of movement. The VIX is barely moving. Even yesterday's big sell-off, the VIX moved like 40 cents. It wasn't even anything. And then today we had a big sell-off at the morning, and VIX didn't go anywhere. VIX went up 4 cents. Isn't this cool? Yeah, like this is why there is no volatility on this sell-off, and the market's very liquid. And why I'm still holding on, because VVIX is giving me a like, well, the VIX isn't going to get any worse from here sort of situation. So yeah, let me hang on to the bull side. And again, I use everything I can to find clues about liquidity, and that's really the secret to what I do. Is that judgment call? Like, should I still hold? Right? And this account, oh, well, this account is almost break even. This one was down. This one is now up, down $200 now. So this one's almost break even. Good deal. New class is starting in 3 weeks. So I usually take like a 2-week break and then I start over. So I'm saying is the market is having its time of the month. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Market having its little time of the month there. So what do you guys think in general? I want like a real opinion from you guys. What do y'all think in general of the new My Funded Futures rules? Don't try to tell me you like it if you like it. Tell me you hate it if you hate it. I want some real feedback. They're getting a lot of heat. Now, I don't know if people are reading all the rules or the rule changes, but they're getting a lot of heat because of the 80-20 profit split. Now, from y'all's opinion, was it worth what came out to take additional 80-20 from a 90-10? I know the split sucks, but focus it on like a general thing. Every profit is going to take away one thing for every 2 things it gives you, right? So what is the upside and what's the downside? Like, it's better than it was. So I want to know, not just say like you think it's better or worse, but like give me the upside or downside. You don't like the micro mini conversion rule? Okay. You think it's better than tops up overall for price versus rules wise? The only complaint is that the first 10K isn't without a split. Upside is cheaper entry. Downside is that most traders don't make money, so the profit split is terrible. Yeah, like that's the upside. The profit split is good if you make money. Like my argument is that, and I guess I know where I was wrong on that. My argument was it's all in the marketing, right? Like I don't understand the difference of this other than it hurts the low end trader. If you were marketing 100K total payout or at 80%, why not market an 80K payout 100%? It's the same thing. And people are like, well, not everybody makes it to 80K. And then I completely changed my stance. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Most people don't make anything. So anything they do make, they're going to care. And so the people that don't make anything don't make a lot. So if you don't make a lot, do you really care about 80% versus 90%? What's the difference between a couple $100 per payout? And so some people are very angry about it. And so it's kind of like, I don't know if it's a big deal. Reality is more of a principle of the matter. The big deal becomes, what's the max and min? Okay, so let me go ahead and take some profit on this. This is good. This account's finally green. Pocket to pocket, I usually try to take the trade. Resilience is a positive. I'm closing out in just that one account. Because that account is now up $800. Let me put another account that I got on the screen. This account I'm working is up $1,200. I'm going to trim down to 1 and hold a runner. That's good. I'm working all my accounts green. This is nice. This is how I do it every day. Give away just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm trying to get my glasses fixed. Hold up. Oh, okay. So my thought is this, right? On the profit split side. In two cases, you have three cases. You have traders that make zero. You have traders that make a little. And then traders that make the max, right? You're somewhere in the middle, okay? So profit split pretty much doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't affect most traders who make zero. Let's just start there. So a big subset of traders that make zero. How many traders in prop firms make zero? I'd say at least more than half made absolutely zero. Maybe a lot more than half. Let's be realistic. Let's say a third of traders don't ever make a payout. So a third of traders, no effect, right? So it doesn't bother three people. 99% don't make a payout. Yeah. 85% probably make zero. All right, so let's be a little realistic. Let's just do a pie chart and see what we think here. I agree with you. Like the 80-20, I wish it was different, but let's just kind of look at it. All right, so zero effect where people don't make anything. Now, people that make max, the difference between at the 100K limit, you're talking a 10K difference. Okay, so you make 100, you're getting 90 you're getting 80 instead of 90, or whatever it is. I think it was 100% and 90% of the rest. So let's just say on the max, it's 10K difference before tax. So after tax, it's $6,000. So the maximum, like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever, is somebody on the pro side is going to have a $6,000 difference if they cap out after tax, right? So, and the sliver of like 1% of 1% of people, it's a $6,000 difference, right? And for the people that make a little bit, this is where it becomes a problem. The people that make a little bit, your only payout you get, whether it be 1,000 on the core. All right. So if you're fighting to make your first $1,000 payout, 10% might be significant to you, while some of us, it may not be significant because we've been trading for a lot longer. So I'm not going to diminish the little guy. The difference between your $1,000 payout and core of 900 versus 800 is a big deal, because when you factor out taxes, you're going to lose a whole lot more of that, right? You're talking, this is like $550 and after taxes, and this is 32. This is about $500 after taxes. So after taxes, the major difference, I don't know, again, I'm just estimating, is roughly a $50 to $100 difference per thousand, right? If you account for the taxes, $100 difference per thousand. So the question is, the big stink everybody's saying is, I fucking hate it. It's garbage. And when I look at it, I was like, okay, so this is the value that was taken away. The handful of people that do make trades are little, and the little traders are losing $100 for every 1,000. Is that really a big deal? Well, are we getting $100 worth of value per 1,000 and the other stuff they added? And I want your opinion on that, because that's my argument. I was invited to go on Top Step TV and debate these guys. I don't even know if I want to do it because I don't want to go on Top Step TV, but Dakota was like, I want you to get in here. Let's have a debate. And I'm like, all right, let's talk off the record. So there may be a small probability that I go on Top Step to have a debate, but I don't want to go in there and look foolish. I want to go in there and armed with like talking about, but the best way to prepare for a date is to prepare for both sides. So whether I accept and go on there or not, I don't know. I don't know. The only reason I wouldn't is because I don't have time in my schedule to do it. There's no time when I'm free, and I'm not going to cancel my stream just to go on Top Step for an hour. I don't need it. But I'd like to talk about this because it's very important to the industry, and so maybe I'll do it. Maybe. But the question is, are we getting $100 per 1,000 worth of value? Yeah, I mean, I love Top Step. I love those guys. I'd like to be on the show and chat with them. I just don't have time. And I wouldn't even be going on there to like bury them or crush them or make them feel bad. It's like a healthy debate. It's like, let's talk about this, the benefit for the industry. I know their whole thing is, let's get you in here so we can throw some shade at my fund. And I'm sure that was the angle there. But I always present myself very well in debate. So I'm not worried as long as I can understand the stance I'm taking. So are we getting additional value? Are we getting $100 per 1,000 worth of value? Like, what else is being added that you guys find, in your opinion, worth it? I know it says, you know, the argument is per trader, wherever you fall on the spectrum, you're affected about anywhere from a couple $100, right? To like 6,000 if you're the best trader they've ever had. And now from a trader's perspective, for me, now again, this is just me, this is just Matt. Well, what the hell? Oh, that's just a runner. I was like, oh my God, I'm losing money again. That was, I just held a runner on that. Market, glad I closed out most of that and just holding one. So to me, right, from my point of view, again, I can't take my point of view because my point of view is over here. Even at the higher end of the spectrum, I'm just like 6,000 is laughable. If I get, I'll pay $6,000 to skip a line in a theme park. Like I'll pay $6,000 to never have to clean my house ever again. Like I'll pay for convenience. What am I getting for this, right? I'm the kind of person that's like, yeah, I'll pay $10,000 for alcohol at a club on a Friday. Why? Well, because I just don't want to sit at home and do it by myself. I'll waste money to have fun, and I'll waste money for convenience all the time. So the question is, what's the convenience we're getting? And is it worth being inside of this range? Most people are here. Some people are here. And me, as a person that's like, where I'm in my trading journey, I look at this and go, well, for me, I could care less. I might be getting 6,000 value, which is fine. No DLL, okay, check, right? No consistency in funded, check. Okay, those are good rules. But they're not changes from the last time, right? So this is a change from the last time. What else has changed from the last time on top of the current rules that's better? More accounts, right? So we know we have more accounts. I can trade, spread my risk out more, higher probability of winning. You guys know how I trade. More accounts means better chance of winning. That already is factored in. I can't have this argument with people that are idiots and don't understand that. You guys know more accounts is a higher probability of winning in all of them because you can spread out your risks. So more accounts is a huge plus for the value. It costs you a little bit more money, but your win rate goes way up overall. Okay, that's good. Fatter lump sum payout, bigger payout. Okay, so that's good. To take the hit, I get a bigger lump sum. I like lump sum payouts, so that's better. But I don't know if that's enough to offset this value. What else is there, especially for like the core and the scale accounts that you guys think are worth it? I want to know what you guys' opinion. Have I seen the payout feed on my friend in Discord? I didn't know they had one. It's 90% of them are $1,200 payouts, thousands of them. That's the biggest metric to look at. Oh my God, Oscar, thank you for that. So 80-20 for all those people is bad. So $1,200 payouts, most of them are 90%. So 80-20 versus 90-10 is roughly a couple $100, right? So the question is, that's bad for that subset of people. If that's where your payout lies, then that's bad for you, right? Yeah, as Vol says, what's the opportunity cost? Exactly, right? Vol says is 100% right. With the funded account, some people can now trade futures, but on their own account, they can never do it. So the opportunity cost of 80-20 may be cheap. And that's the bigger argument, right? Is like, you're splitting hairs. Top Step's whole goal is like, look at this, they're 80-10, we're 80-20, we're 90-10, we're better. That's their whole thing. But that's so short-sighted because you have to compare everything and give value to everything to make that assessment. I think it's so short-sighted to say, oh, well, we're 90-10 and we're 80-20 and therefore we're better, we give you more. I think that's false advertising, right? You have to compare everything. There's value in this risk model on all these parameters have value. So how do we value it? And Voltest is the overall value is fuck both sides, right? This opportunity cost is you can now make money trading paper trading. So shut the fuck up. All right, hold on. I got to take this call really quick. All right, sorry about that. That's the old NASDAQ, chatting with those guys. Running a platform. You always have the little things that go with it. Okay, so the opportunity cost, right? It's good. Yeah, it's like you can paper trade. So the props are all splitting hairs as to who's better. But like you can't compare all pieces at once, right? The evals are wasted time for you now. Somebody says, yeah. So what else we got? Is it worth going on Top Step? 4,000 views. No, I don't know if it's. I don't think it's worth going on Top Step to take time out of my day to do that. But I might. First time seeing me, yeah, I could. Like the only reason I could go on there just to get a big viewer bump. But like I said, I don't know if I have time to, and I wouldn't cancel you guys because y'all kind of count on me being here for that. So is it going up or down? Probably not going down. It looks a little better today, so I'm still holding on with my runner. I am hoping that NASDAQ does make its way up here. It is trying to find inside the liquidity pocket, which is good. So I'll hang on to my runners, which are good. And we'll see if anything comes out of that. So somebody says the 80-20 split is so dumb to be pissed out about. Even if you're missing out on money, the ROI is incredible. I take that stance with you. Like that's how I feel, and what I feel is that you're right. And I feel like if I take that stance, which is the appropriate stance, it's seen as elitist. Like people will hate that idea, even though in reality that's the right answer, right? The ROI is fantastic. I told what's his face, Dakota, I was like, you're splitting hairs, dude. And he's like, it's not splitting hairs, it's significant. I'm like, 99% of Top Step traders don't make money. It's significant for 1% of people. And of those 1%, only 1% of those 1%, is it even a significant amount? For everyone else, it's a couple $100. And now the question is that value presented elsewhere? You lose $200 on your payout. Are you getting $200 worth of value? The question is, somebody would say, well, I don't like Funded Next because it's $350 per account. I'd rather trade my Apex because it's only 20. And I'm like, well, you're an idiot because you're not even comparing. You can't just say that. Apex is 20 plus, I don't know, $180 activation fee plus trailing drawdown. There's a loss of value there versus end of the day loss of value there, right? So it's like, every single piece of this has additional value that gives you credit on the cost. Yeah, this is $350, but you're paying for something that is better. You're paying for better features. Well, I like that car because it's cheaper. Yeah, but there's no stereo system in it. It's kind of lame, right? So you have to put everything tit for tat. You can't just focus on one feature. Well, we're better because you only cost $20 for our accounts, and those guys are $350. It's marketing the newbies that don't read the fine print. And most people don't even read the fine print of the stuff. So I want to see if we think that the value added against the 3 accounts. Now we know like the core, the scale, and the pro accounts all got revamped. Are we getting the additional value to warrant the downside? Because clearly they wouldn't pay out less if they weren't given something in return. They have no reason to just take away without giving. So giving more accounts in a bigger lump sum, which is more risk to the firm, which is why they have a risk limiting step, which does make sense, right? But I'm trying to say like what else is in there because I'm not really familiar with the old accounts and all the parameters. Some of you guys remember, did it get better? I've realized other gurus definitely use rocket scooters. Their secret juice hidden use on their stream. Is that what it is? Oh, that's cool to know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, I know some people openly use our platform, but they may not show it on their stream. So who uses it on our stream? I'm sure there's a lot of people that use our stuff. And I want to give us credit. They build a business off of our levels secretly. Oh, the giveaway. Crap. I forgot to do it. Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, I like the people at Top Step. I'm friends with a lot of the folks that make their rotations in there. It'd be kind of fun. It would be interesting to see since he's the one that was debating you. I would say that like in a debate, I'd like to get on with Paddock and talk to him directly. I don't think Dakota's a worthy opponent for a conversation of this magnitude. He's a smart kid, but I think like this is at the core level, we need to talk to the owner who knows everything about the firm and value. I think that like I'd like to have that kind of debate with like MP instead, because this is a deep dive into the firm, not just an on the surface chat. So yeah, it'd be cool if like I got on there and was chatting with Paddock. That'd kind of be what I think would be a better use of our time to really debate a huge, point that they want to talk about. Now, you know what the point was? The point was saying is that 80-10 is horrible. Their whole point was like, yeah, we're now ahead in the race. We're better than my funded futures because now we offer 80-20. And would you like to debate this fact? And I was like, I don't know if that's really what I wanted to talk about, and I don't even know why he'd be so adamant to prove that. I'd really like to talk about the prop industry in general. That'd be kind of worth my time just to have a great, awesome chat. I mean, they're good people over there. So, but I like to have like a deep dive with someone that's like, here, from one tech leader to another tech leader. Let's have a deeper talk. I don't want to go in there and just exchange talking points with like one of their TV traders. Like, it's not at the level of complexity I'd like to have a debate on. I like to have a debate on some very heavy hitting topics for someone that's invested in the business, right? That'd be worth my time. That'd be cool just to be on the show. Let's go to the smart kid. I just don't know if he knows everything about what Top Step is doing and what they're planning. I'd like to have a bigger conversation. All right, MFFU guys, let's type it up. We'll give away some of my funded accounts today. Billionaire Summer Camp with Matt. So, conversation you guys had. %, close above, red candles. Let me explain that to you in a second. So each one of these independently, bull zone independently as a concept, 90% of days stay in a bull zone. The real answer is 90% of days it will stay in any bull zone. And that's what we calculated when we did our back test. So it means 90% of days, we're going to either be here or here 9 out of 10 days. 9 out of 10 days that look like this will end up either above that bull zone or in this fraction of the bull zone, bear zone, liquidity pocket. So 9 out of 10 days will end up at one of these two places. That's what it really means. So close above, right? I just copy and pasted this, but the concept is not that, right? How can they all be 90? It's 90 on its own, and this is 90 on its own. 90% of days will not, or 10% of days will not go from bull zone to bear zone and keep going. So 90% close above is the same. It's the same thing that basically states we're not going to lose the liquidity pocket. That's really what that means. 90% of days. So it's the way that we did that calculation was we counted all the days. We went through and we looked at every single day. Let me pull up SPY as an example, the easiest one to understand. And this is all the back test did. We started at 9:30 open, and we said if SPY opens in a bull zone, we count how many days does it close in a bull zone or not close in a bull zone. Only 10% of days left the bull zone and closed down here. It still can do this and that and still qualify as same side. So all I do is look at open and close to see that we stayed on the same side. And that's the bet. And now only 10% of days lose bull zone and close down inside of here. And we also counted if you open in the middle, it kind of stays in the middle most of the time as well. And if you open in bear zone, it's roughly the same as well. The market doesn't flip zones that easily. Now, when you go to QQQ, when it's very complex, let's do the same analysis. And we counted any bull zone. So if you had two of them in a row, they all count. Now, in this one particular example, bull zone is here and it's here. When a bull is below bear, it only encompasses half of the range in an illiquidity pocket. So that's why I drew that little kind of box or arrangement I did earlier. So now with this, if we open here, 9 out of 10 days will close in a bull zone, which means 9 out of 10 days, this is either going to end up here or here And only 10% of days will end up here, here, or here. Which is where the other 90 comes from, because if we open here and 9 out of 10 days close here, then 9 out of 10 days should bounce off of there to close there. Does that make sense? That's why it's 90, 90, 90, 90. This is still part of that. It's only 10% of days we close below that. So in reality, what it's just showing you is that anything that says 90 is supporting where your bull zone close should be. That's all it really means. And under ideal conditions is where the 90 comes from. Currently, we're in semi-ideal conditions, which are good. So it should still be closer to the 90s. All right, we're gonna give away 5 My Funded Futures accounts. I don't even know which one. I'll let Andrew pick them today. All right, today, thank you, sir. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, back in pocket. So in this particular case, bull zone is what you need to focus on. 90% of days will close in a bull zone or in a bull zone. Therefore, the way that we handle it is that if it falls into the LP, 90%, this supports the 90% of days it goes back up in here, which is why LP is such a strong trade. I've made that trade twice today. It's one of my favorite trades we have because I bet that we stay in the bull zone. Therefore, if we tuck out of it temporarily due to volatility, I long it right back into the middle. So down here, it's the same thing. This is independent of that. This is stating if we fall down into here, it's the same thing. 90% of days will stay there. If we do lose, if it's the 10%, then we lose that. Well, then it's a whole new 90. This still counts towards the overall back test. So down here to there. So because of that, they all become pivots, which kind of is the weird part when you have zone sandwiches like this. But that's a pivot. That's a pivot. That's a pivot. That's a pivot. Actually, let me draw a little bit better. Oops. This is a pivot, pocket to pocket, zone to zone. This is a pivot. This is a hold or close above, right? Close above, CA, close above. And then this is a CA or hold. So that's really what it means. And we did this because in the mode that you do have it's very rare that you have multiple pockets. In volatile environments, you will. The goal is each one of these things is a great pivot. And then this is your overall bull market should support here. So this is like your worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is that we fall here and the market isn't bearish and we hold. So inside of here, I just split my accounts up and I just take stabs at all the pivots. And that's really how I make money in these kind of days. It's kind of an easy day when you think about it. It just isn't straightforward. I guess choppy and you take some losses because of the volatility. You know, like here, back to the pocket. I can just be safe, right? I can just take out and take some profit. Let me close that out, the pocket, top. Let me flatten everything. I always trade pocket to pocket, then I wait. Then I let it go through bull zone and support, then jump back in on the long. So I flatten everything. All my accounts are green except for one, which is good. Not all my accounts that I touch. This is what it was earlier, guys. Right? This is my accounts for earlier. This is my 7 funded next, my funded futures live account, and then my 5 Tradeifys, and then now with a little bit of work on this last liquidity pocket, I fully flattened it out, as you guys are learning. Hold on. Take a picture of this. All my accounts are currently flat, and now that's what we got. As I said, split up my risk, work them out. All the red ones are now green-ish. This one is down 43 bucks. So overall, it's a green day, right? Pretty decent green day. Not the best, but it could be worse. Took a little bit of heat on that, but now I'm just chilling and waiting for see what the rest of the day plays out. It's nice. That's what we got 1, 2, 3, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, about 7,300 bucks. Not bad. Can't get a question because of the spam. What's up, Pi? Oh, let me go up and see it. No, I don't get tired of people spamming. They gotta type it in. It's kind of nice. Can I do trailing TP on Tradeovate? I don't know how to do it, Simon. I'm not sure. All right, Pi, type your question in one more time. Like, have the sale on Friday, then Saturday to Sunday, and then can't use it, right? Do I look at the session volume profile? I don't. No. Pi, what I do is actually showing you where volume nodes will be ahead of time. So the session volume profile is internal, right, to today's session. As the volume's developing, I still don't look at it as it's developing, but it's not a bad idea to do so. These are where your volume nodes will likely be in your liquidity pocket. You've got a high volume node usually here, usually here. All right, guys, let's do 5 core today, 5 pro tomorrow, pro today, core tomorrow. All right, we'll do 5 core today, and then 5 pro tomorrow. So let's split it up. Let's do 3 today and 2 in the afternoon. We'll do the same thing early. So we'll do 3 today, 2 in the afternoon. 5 in the futures. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Type it in. Thank you guys for being here every single day, supporting the stream. Hit the like button. We got 600 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, I'm feeling good today. Good day, good day. Hey, what's up, Siam? Welcome to the community. Thanks for the sub, bud. 500 futures. We're gonna give away 3 core accounts today. In the morning and the afternoon, I'll give away 2 more, and we'll give away a bunch on the show today. Oh, I got Andrew in chat. Okay, cool. He's doing it. Awesome, bud. Thank you for doing that in the sheet, by the way. Winner number 1. Little bull zone holding there, looking nice. GFE. Winner number 1. Type anything in chat. GFE! Winner, winner, winner. All right, guys, one more. Woo! Nope, 2 more. Give away 5 a day. Let's do that. I like this idea. Oh, and then Wednesday, we're giving away 5 funded accounts with ETF, which is what you guys like. Also, direct funded accounts. This I do know. filled up to full port. I love that name. I love that name. Cool, bud. Keep going. Type something. Giveaway song number 2. The thing in chat.
Numbers don't lie, but emotions do. Fear and greed, man, they cloud your view. Stick to the plan.
Excellent, excellent. Last one. Okay, you guys, stop typing chat right now. Giveaway's over. Can't type anything. Can't enter. Too late. Too late. The wheel's spinning. This is the last one. We'll do another one this afternoon so we can split it up. This is for a core account.
Profits compound, yeah, watch it maximize. They don't understand the grind, only see the shine. Back test games.
Adrian.
Man taught the method, now the stars align. Price action talking, and I read between the
Congrats, man.
Yeah, money moves, but the mindset stay. Discipline first, that's the only way. Big wins, small wins, all gotta play. Rocket scooter up, we don't fade away.
All right, cool. Congratulations, you guys. All right, you guys can get a free account later today. Get with Andrew or get with Slacks and chat. What you got to do, same as every single day. Go to your YouTube, take a screenshot of your YouTube ID from inside your channel. Oh, we know it's you behind that account. You go to my Discord, which is linked in the description below. Go to our contest channel, find an admin named Slack, send him a message. Tell them the email address that you have with My Funded Futures and hook you up with your account by today. Thank you guys for playing. Being here every day, giveaways every single day. However, follow me over to My Funded TV. They're going to be doing a ton of giveaways. And I always try to cue you guys in with the story to start. When I say the word drop or on my screen and drop, that's usually the cue. The music comes on. As soon as the music comes on, they're doing giveaways there. Usually right about 1 o'clock Eastern. So right about 1 o'clock or 1:05, a little bit after is when they'll run those giveaways. Just giving you guys a little hint. So y'all get armed and ready to type. Adrian is here. Yeah, we got it. Adrian, go buy a lottery ticket. LOL. Congrats, Adrian. That's all right. There should be a rule like if you type more than once, it's qualified, less spam. It sucks with YouTube because like the way that it works with YouTube is you have to use third-party bots that read chat to know that you're here. Twitch is really cool because Twitch actually knows who's watching your stream and it can tell you all kind of bots and stuff that you can have on the back end of your Twitch to just like, this is your viewer, these are viewers, it's who's watching your stream right now. YouTube doesn't know who's watching your stream. It doesn't tell me. I'm sure YouTube knows, but it doesn't tell the creator. So what sucks about that is the only way any of these bots can pick up anything as a viewer list, you have to type something in chat. So the YouTube bot that Botrix is just reads the chat. That's kind of what it does. It reads the live chat feed. It's just so weird that YouTube was actually never built to allow creators to engage with their audience because YouTube was like a video service, right? And YouTube decided to get on the streaming business, but they didn't make any cool tools for streamers. So YouTube giveaways are always fucking stage 4 cancer. They suck. It's like you got to spin a wheel one at a time. Okay, that's what we do. But you can't just be like, hey, bot, exclamation point, pick 20 random viewers. And then it spits it out in chat. Congratulations, these are your 20 randoms. It's like Twitch is so much better built for this kind of stuff. Kick, same thing. And all that, like the extra components. YouTube just doesn't have the ability to tell you what someone's viewer. It can't tell like a third-party app what the viewer list is. It's really terrible. Yeah. That's extreme description stage 4, right? It's like really bad. The biggest complaint, everybody is like, man, I hate the giveaways on my fund. You have to type in a code really fast. And I'm like, this is YouTube right there. There's no other better way to do it other than you go in and fill out a form and give them your email address and enter that way. And they do the drawing off screen, or we spin a wheel on stream. That's kind of fun. I like the spin the wheel thing. I think that's actually more fun. I'd like to spin a wheel and have it like drop 4 or 20 names instead of spinning it 20 times. But I should go live on Twitch. I used to multi-stream on Twitch and then I stopped just to test out. There's like zero trading community on Twitch. The only people that trade on Twitch watch like the stock guy. It's just like because he's on Twitch, his viewers watch him there. But as far as like there being like a native community searching traders on Twitch, I typed day trading on Twitch and things popped up with like 10 viewers. It's like, wasn't even worth it. Do I think up or down? I still think up, but again, we have earnings today and I have no desire to bet on a big rally into earnings, but I can't bet the bull zone bottom holds right here. What I normally do in this environment when we break back into bull zone is I usually will hold a runner long here because we started there, so I'll be long here. But these indicators are giving me mixed signals. S&P is positive, which is good, but shows a gap fill. Nasdaq is still negative, which shows resistance from there and resistance from there. So it's like the R&R is limited upside versus the risk I can take to the downside. Therefore, I'm flat. And just because because resilience is telling me it's not that strong of a support inside of this range because this is resistance. So my R&R is just too big to be long from here, which is why I keep trimming out at the top. And I can take longs here all day long, but I'm not gonna. I'd rather take a long with better R&R, right? Do you have to re-enter for every single giveaway spin? No, what that does, RPS, is as long as you type something in this feed at any given time, those words, MFFU, you're on that list forever until I click this button that says clean. So this list will stay the same always. If I were to change this, like right now, like ABC, now if you type ABC, your name will start adding to the list as well. So all it does is it's just grabbing anybody that typed that thing. So you type it once, you will be there, and that's it. ABC, LOL. Oh, that's so funny. So like now, if I click clean, then the list goes away. And now only people that have typed my funded, like Guerrera and Mark and those of you guys just showed up here. And it'll stay there. So you only need to type it once. That's really the thing. ABC. All right, guys, we're giving away alphabets, the cereal. Type in ABC in chat. Tyler. Is Tyler here? Wait, that's not that Tyler, is it? That's a different Tyler. Oh, he's here. What's up, son? How did you stream today? How was it? Speaking of TG. How was your stream, Broseph? You can switch to Twitch, Kick, any of those YouTube. Just make sure we all have a link and follow. I could, but YouTube is really the best place for a trader to be. YouTube is like New York. It's like Frank Sinatra said, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. When you're not the Tyler, you are Tyler though. You both are Tylers in my heart. We have 2 Tyler mods. Both of you guys should fight to the death for the right to use the name Tyler. I'm just saying. But YouTube, if you're a star on YouTube, then you can be a star anywhere on in trading. YouTube is the place to be. Kick, Twitch, they're all great platforms, but I don't know if there anybody specifically will watch those for trading stuff. Rips just went to Kick, I believe, for his personal streaming stuff. I don't know if he's doing trading streaming there. But he's like walking. I saw one of them. He's like walking around a casino and playing slots with some of his friends and stuff. Which is cool. I think Kick is more like for that, like IRL, real life kind of stuff. What accounts am I on? I'm using Tradeify straight to funded. I have my funded futures live account, and then I have funded next, the ones you see at the top. Those are funded next, no DLL accounts from the sale. Is he trade streaming on Kick? Oh, okay, cool. I do like Kick. I definitely do. It's just like one of those places where, you know, it's not like you get traders searching for stuff. Traders are going to Google something like live trading stream, and then Google's going to spit out YouTube results. That's really where the good funnel is for trading streamers. Are there any notable changes to my funded futures plans besides the name? Yeah, they all got like payout increases. They have 80-20 split now, but they all got like Better payout structures for live. They all have no consistency on the eval side and no consistency or no DLL on the funded side. So like the starter plus, and expert, quote unquote, no DLL, no consistency on funded, which is an improvement to one of them in the same for the other two. Payout cap increased on the expert on the pro side to 100K from 25 soft cap at 80%. So used to be 90% of 25, which is 2250. Now it's 20% of 100K, which is 80K. More scalability. You can now buy 5 accounts instead of 3. So I see all those as improvements. I don't know if the payout plans are any different, because I'll be honest, I wasn't too familiar with the payout plans for starter plus and starter before, but the payout plans seem pretty good. I mean, Ali has a Rockster question. Yeah, what's up, man? Ask away. So Rips is 8 to 9:30 on YouTube and Kick after the open. Ah, okay. I wonder if he signed a contract with Kick or something, like a deal or a sponsorship or something. No, Kick would be great. The problem is, it's just there's no audience for it. I'd have to send people to Kick. I'd have to be like, hey guys, follow me at Kick. And I have to market on Kick. There's no like natural organic growth that you'll get. That's the one thing I don't want to go to Kick for. You could play better music on it. Yeah, you probably could play better music, right? Funded X still 30% off. Nope, that sale ended yesterday, so it's back to normal, 10% off. Google earnings come out right after the closing bell. Right, so Google earnings will come out soon after the closing bell. They usually stage them a little bit. What you're looking for, where you can get earnings information, you can get it from like Financial Juice for the newsfeed, or I go to Zach's earnings calendar, zax.com/earnings calendar. It will spit out all the information right here for you. The surprise percent change, reported earnings per share, all of that is here in the estimate. So it's kind of the main thing you're looking for, all right here. Zax is cool. That's like my favorite site for this kind of stuff. What's cool about Zax too is you can, and it's free, so that's why I like free's good. You can sort by market cap, so you can see like, okay, what's the big hitters today? Oh crap, this is big. IBM, T-Mobile, okay, Google, geez, okay, it's a big day. Then go tomorrow. Here's the market cap. So pretty sizable. Most of the big stuff is pre-market, so nothing really big. Aftermarket, nothing too crazy. Medium-sized to big companies, not really big shakers, not like the big tech. And like you can see, like Friday's pretty much medium size again, and all of it's before market on Friday usually. Yeah, Zax is great. The $77 my fund is a great value. Yeah, I thought that one was good. And people are causing a little stink because they changed what they called the starter or whatever to core. And now it's 80-20 split instead of 90-10. I thought it was splitting hairs to, be upset about a $100 difference in your payout, but some people are very passionate and they're like, this is complete dog shit now. I think kids in prop trading are very spoiled little brats. Like, you're sim trading and making a profit. Oh, boo fucking who. Start 10 years ago when there weren't even micro futures, kid. Like, you had to go in there and spend 10, 15K and blow it all up for 1 or 2 days trading NASDAQ just to be able to trade futures. Like, my sim payout is $100 less. It's total garbage. Well, like, you got 5 more accounts to trade. Like, there's value everywhere else. No, I want my payout. You want $100. Something's absolute trash on $100 difference. Come at me if you're going to lose 10K in a day of your real money and have to save up another month to start trading again. So I think the people today are extremely spoiled when it comes to prop firms. But it may be one thing to say, I don't like the change. Like, okay, it's 80-20 now instead of 90-10. I get it. You're right to not like the change. It's a change. It's a less of a payout, but it's absolute trash. I'm never using this company again. Some of the kids are saying, I'm just like, boo-hoo, dude. like Like, don't, and this is what it's like being a business owner. I'm taking a business owner stance, and the customer's always right. No, the customer's always fucking stupid. And this is kind of what it's like. Like, Rocket Scooter data feed was down one time. It's absolute trash. I'm never using it again. I'm like, God, people are so spoiled. Like, the person at Walmart smiled at me the wrong way. I'm never going there again. 1-star review. My tea's ice was melted at here. You get no tip, and I'm leaving your 1-star review on Yelp. This is what people are like. It's nuts. It's just really, like, people are just so hostile when they're not spoiled. Used to, it was like people were just kind of like upset when they didn't get great service. Now people are hostile when they're not spoiled. When you're getting something great and you're not being spoiled, you're hostile. That's what the internet's like these days. Yeah, quote me on that. The customer is always stupid. That's how I feel. And I've had some debates, and I know, and I just call me whatever. I've had some debates with people in email, and they're like, you know, I canceled my account and it's been charging me for the last 6 months. Can I get a refund? I'm like, no, you didn't. They're like, yeah, I canceled it. It didn't work. And I'm like, no, you didn't. They're like, yes, I did. And I said, well, show me a picture that you did. Show me a cancellation email, receipt, anything. Well, I did. It just didn't work. The website glitched. No, it didn't. Forgot to cancel. I can show you all the timestamps of everything you did or didn't do. I'm like, oh, you canceled now. You canceled now. Well, yeah, because I canceled it now. I'm like, well, it didn't work 6 months ago. So what happened is you forgot to cancel. You realize you're getting billed. Just like I look at it, I'm like, oh shit, when did I sign up for stars? Oh, I must have bought that movie that one time on the free trial. Now it's been charging me $15 for the last year. Let me call them and pretend I canceled and give me a refund for the whole year. No, it's not how it works, right? Or like, what happened to be the customer is always right. I'm like, you're not right. So no, like, I'm sorry, manage your finances responsibly. This is what I say to people, and I'm kind of a dick about it, but I've never been one to sugarcoat people in business. Probably because my business is Wall Street. So I think if I ran a bakery, I'd be like, all right, here's a free cookie, get the fuck out. But I'm really just like, no, follow the rules. Now, I'm not mean about it. I'm like stoic. I'm like a robot. I'm like, yeah, the customer is pretty much usually wrong. But I'm nice. Like, if somebody's like, look, man, and if you came to me and you're like, hey, look, I forgot. Here's the funny thing. If you come to me and say, I kind of forgot to cancel for the last 3 months, and could I get a refund? I know it's a long shot. I'm like, oh, absolutely, man. I'm sorry that happens. Here you go. Have fun. But if you're like trying to pull a fast one on me, then I'm like, fuck you. No, you're going to pay. So I've always been super cool, and people have been very nice about it. Like, if you're honest, I reward honesty. I'm very much like a gatekeeper for, you know, for people being honest. I'm always so nice if people are honest. We went to the other day, and I even tell iDoc, she found this out. Like, the other day, we went to Outback Steakhouse with her mom. We were just looking for a place to grab a steak. Hadn't been to Outback in like 20 years when we sat there. And the waitress came over. She was just really nice to everybody and very accommodating. And basically, she brought a million things to the table because we ordered a million things. And she looked at the table with like 50 plates and 50 appetizers and all this stuff. And she goes, oh my God, I forgot your hot water. Because I asked for hot water. And then because she was so attentive and just said she forgot her hot water, I gave her a $200 tip. But I didn't tell anybody. I didn't want anybody to know. I just wanted her to know that she had the best tip of her night, because somebody goes the extra mile and is very nice and courteous, give them a great tip. And so it was like $100-something tab. And iDoc opens the thing up. She's like, wait, you gave her $200? I was like, oh yeah. She's like, why? I'm like, oh no, she smiled the right way. Just a nice, sweet person. She remembered my hot water. And this is how I am in life. If you're like a dick, I'll be a dick back at you. And I've never been like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. We made a mistake. Let's just make it better. I'm like, this is Wall Street, bitch. Ain't Sesame Street. I ain't gonna hold your fucking hand. That's how I am. I know it's bad, but we don't get bad reviews because we're real with people. And I guess that's as real as you can get. And if you're like, I forgot, I'm like, I feel like, oh yeah, I sympathize with people. It happens to me. I don't need the money. I don't care. But it's a principle for me. If you're honest, I've always been one to be like, oh man, I totally get it. Hey man, I blew up my account. Shit's tough. You know, can I get anything? I know I'm begging, but I need some help. I'm like, sure, yeah, let me refund you a couple months. Go out there and get back on your feet, kid. Good luck out there. Probably made her week, probably so. She had mentioned her kids and she wasn't wearing a wedding ring. So my first thought was, aha, my mom was a single mother waiting tables when I was going to college to help pay the bills. And I remembered what that was like, and I thought that that might be very helpful. Very observant. I was like, well, that could be a week of groceries for a single mother. So, they'll give you a nice tip. I know you will, baby. That stroll, she was hot. No, she wasn't. It wasn't like she was. I'm not saying she wasn't hot. I'm just saying it was definitely not that kind of thing. Not like it was some bombshell hottie that came up. It was like older girl, probably in her late 30s. But I've always had that attitude in life. You know, it's like, if you're honest, you deserve something good. Not that it happens all the time, but I think people in the prop industry are very spoiled. And to like completely dog on a business because something is slightly different, it's like, do we forget that you're getting paid to paper trade? And like the barrier of entry for future traders is so low now that your paper trading isn't as good as you thought it's gonna be. It's slightly harder. Like what was it? Bill Burr, when he was like talking, he was like, "Oh, did your rosé come out served at room temperature and not chilled?" Like talking about like Karens and stuff. Anyways, it's kind of pointless to get in arguments with people that feel that way. I get that like you may not like something, but people do forget they're getting paid to paper trade. And while like what a utopia to live in, you know what I mean? Does she drive a Harley? I think it was her driving the Harley. This is Wall Street, not Sesame Street, bitch. It's like, I do say that kind of stuff sometimes, but I am real with people. I just say, you know, follow the rules. And if you're trying to be mean and pull a fast one, then I'm like, you know, whatever. But if you're honest with me, I'm always cool about it. Like always, I'm 100% be cool about it, right? If you're trying to trick me, I'm going to be like, okay, you don't deserve my coolness. You're trying to lie to me. Okay, we're friends here. I get it, dude. We're family. Not even friends. We're family here at Rock Scooter. Always, always, always am I here to help. You know how many people were like, you know, I can't afford the platform. I go to college and I'm like, oh, I give it to you for $20 a month. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you know, when you graduate college, just let me know in a couple years, and then, you know, honor system, upgrade to the real thing. I'll trust you. And they're like, wow, that's so cool. I'm like, yeah, I was a student once. I know how it goes. We have a motto here. We don't think education should be expensive. And if you're a student, pay your tuition there, because that's where you're going to make money. Wall Street's a little harder. Don't pay your tuition here that expensive. It's going to help you out. Would you do the same at Twin Peaks? No, I wouldn't be at Twin Peaks. iDoc might tip some of the people at Twin Peaks, though. Bill Burr, yeah, that was when he was like, oh, honey, did your rosé come out at room temperature? Oh, I'm so sorry. Sir, this is the casino. But I know most businesses I go to, they're always like, we're so sorry, sir, we'll make it better. I feel like if I were in a restaurant, I'd be like, eat it, I don't care. Here we go. There it is. There's the close. Holy shit. Are you anybody long here on that? Wow, you guys just got an FU candle. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm not in any trade though. Wow, who was long? Who was long? Who was long? Is Trump saying something? Honestly, and here's how I trade. If I was long on that, I would close out immediately if I was long on that. I don't take those big candles like their breakout rallies. I would take my profit and close. Is Orange Man talking? Wow. You guys got a free 60 something points on NASDAQ. Let's go. Wow. I don't have any runners on the table. I'm still flat. Look at that. EST every single time. Every single time. It's volatility. It's not a rally. It's volatility. It's just fill in the gap. It's the gap fill. It just reset. If it did that, I would have closed out immediately with profit. Not that I'm telling you guys what to do. I can give you investment or trading advice. But anytime I get a big FU candle with giant volume and it goes at least 40 NASDAQ or S&P 10, I take the profit. ESG every single time. Let's go. Let's go. All right. How much did you guys make on that if y'all were long? I wasn't in the trade. I was down, took the profits early, but how much you guys make? Watch Diana come in here with another 40K day or something, 10K day. That's the update I want. Where's Diana? All right, guys, let's hear it. What'd y'all make today? Only 500 bucks, 2K day, 646, 78 points, 5K. Come on, guys, whip it out. I don't know what's going on, but hey, I would have taken profit on the first move. All right, guys, whip it out. What'd you make? Now I like regret not having my runner on the table. I was waiting for more volatility. So right, this is the 90% we talk about from liquidity pocket. 90% of days do close above the pocket. We did get the gap fill in the S&P. Sorry, resilience is positive, somewhat positive-ish on NASDAQ. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Something's happening though. It's still moving even after that one little thing. So this is news. Something's changing. I don't see the feed. Y'all know the feed? Should have left a runner. That would have been up 2K after the runner would have been nice. 36 5K. Jesus Christ, G-Gen, brother. Oh my God. My dude, that's crazy, man. Let's go. EST, baby. See, I'm on the wrong. If you're on the right side of the trade, you guys lucked out on that. Good. That's why I don't shorten bull markets. It's just volatile in a bull market. I still can't hunt down the news. I'm looking all over the place. I can't find anything. No clue. Do you guys have anybody have any on the Japan trade deal? Okay. US and EU closed chart on 50% deal. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why is my thing? Oh, my thing is stuck on refresh. It hasn't refreshed. Okay. Thank you, guys. It's your trade deal, right? Good deal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you guys. Thanks for the update. Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you got lucky on that, you got lucky on that. Very nice. Yeah, I have it. My thing was just taking a while to load up. Remember, volatile market, so very nice. Show me your freaking P&L. Do you love it, Tyler? Let me. All right, y'all want me? You want to show me your P&L? All right, one more time. I like the guy that comes in from the background. He's like, "Yeah, whip it out." You want this song for your stream? All right, I might let you borrow it. Maybe. You wear a jock strap? If you wear a jock strap, you can have this song to play on your stream sometimes. But nobody else can have it. I'll share it with just you. It's a secret song. For the brotherhood. Just you and me. Wait, if you're wearing a jock strap on stream, but a jock strap like under your clothes or only a jock strap? This is two different concepts here. And again, shit like this is just volatility. You guys are smart enough to get out when you can. Not telling you guys what to do or not what to do, but if I get that, I would have closed out and got out of the way and just chilled. Only jock strap. I didn't know they made them extra small, Tyler. LOL. It's a song not in Discord. Oh yeah, this one's in the Discord now. It's about to make it to the permanent lineup. This is by far like this is like the funniest song ever because like somebody was like, this all came out of this one event where somebody came on my feed and was like, "What's your verified P&L?" And I was like, well, these are my prop accounts. Here's a picture of my Tradeify. Here's the month. This is current. This is the broker statement and my funded. He's like, yeah, but is it verified? I'm like, what do you mean? This is a screenshot from Trade-Evade. That's literally from the platform. Yeah, but who verified it? I'm like, Trade-Evade? Yeah, but who verified that? I'm like, I don't know. So then I called Burke at Funded Futures. I'm like, hey, Burke, can you like come on Twitter and comment here that this is real? Can you verify it? Some tiny little influencer guy. I found at the end of the day, I thought I was talking to some big time dude. I think it's some guy that buys followers on Twitter. Anyways, I was like, oh yeah, let me help you. He's like, I'm an investment world champion. He was like 15th place in world champion, nothing. But I was like, yeah, yeah, sure. Here's the investment. Every time I posted, he was like, yeah, but where's the verification? I'm like, okay, now you're just trying to start something. I was like, okay. And then Burke goes, yeah, I verified. This is real. This is Matt's real live account with SMI Funded Futures. And he's like, yeah, but who verified? How do you know that's real? And I'm just like, okay, I get it. I took the bait. Somebody was cloud chasing in my feed. I get it. I fell for it. And that's where the song came from. I was like, here's a picture of Brett Simba congratulating me on my performance on Twitter. He tweeted at me, time to go live soon. Like, yeah, but how can you trust these CEOs? I was like, all right, I'm now being baited. I felt it. So then Mike writes a song, show me your P&L, whip it out. What's your birth certificate? What's your mother's maiden name? That's where this all came from, that event, which is kind of funny. It's a crotchless jock strap. That's amazing. That's the best. It's like the inverse jocks. It's the strap jock. It's not even a jock strap. It's like the opposite. It protects everything but your nuts. It's like an armor for your pelvis with the fucking hole in the middle. So that should be invented. Why? Well, maybe you just want to keep your hips in check. But you're alright again. Like, sorry, can I play the song again? Yeah, clearly, like all the time. I thought I was like, yeah, anybody want to ask to see the profits? I'll show you. I'll whip it out. The Chris's. So Pi, what were you saying? The pre-market POC 261 is a nice target. What's your time frame for point of control? How far back are you looking, by the way, for your volume profile? Is it like the last day or like the last week or what? Need a big four audit firm day trading with jockstrap. I think that's like would be like a great title for a show. Yeah. You got 15K elite trader straight to funded. Oh, elite trader funding straight to funded. Got 15 trade day. How long does it take to pay out options? Show on your dashboard. I've never done their straight to funded program because I'm missing their live program. I didn't have it back in the day. I would say probably by the end of the day. Usually, I don't know specifically with them, but by prop firms, usually at the end of the day, after futures closes is usually when everything updates. If it doesn't update by tonight, I'd reach out to them and ask them and see. Maybe go in their Discord and ask like Kaizen or somebody there. How do we know those P&L numbers are real? Would you like me to whip it out? Who's going to verify the verifier? And I was like, so what is a verified third-party system? And that guy was like, he was saying, well, I'm in the investment world championship. They verify my third-party stuff, and that's why it's real. And I was like, no, they don't. Yeah, they are. It's a verification. They verify. And I was like, okay, I go to the website. All it has is somebody's name and a percent next to it. It doesn't verify shit. They may verify if they're not revealing anything, as I'm a verified trader. No, you're not. There's a your name with a 20% gain for a quarter. For 5 months, 20% gain. That's why your name, 20%. I'm a verified trader. A website has my name with a number next to it. And that's it. No balance, no account size, no stats, no nothing. On a list. Which also the person was 14th place out of the 30 people that were actually competing in this contest I've never heard of, which is weird. And I did a little digging and found out that, in all honesty, they're 20K minimum accounts. So the person made $5,000 in a quarter. And that's really the verification. But it's, yeah, anyway, hey, I love the people like, I made 300% today, join my Discord. 300% on what? Oh, your one Tesla call that you bought. You turn $150 into $400. Where do I sign up? So anyways, that's where the song came from, was like the whip it out thing. Cause I was like, oh man, I was like, I was so happy to engage with another trader I thought was good. I'm like, oh, I love meeting good people. Yeah, here's my results. We're brothers now. We're both real traders. Did we just become best friends? I'm always like that. I'm like, sure, here's my P&L. But it comes down to like jealous small-time YouTubers and stuff want to throw shade because they're small and you're not, and they just want to say something. I was like, cool, bro. Yeah, let me help you out. I got a marketplace. I can help get you some visibility. I was so neat about it. And I was just taking the rage. I was getting baited. I was baited. I was trying to like make a new friend. Turns out, just an amateur Discord seller. I was like, oh man, I thought I was meeting another superstar in the trading world. We could be buddies. Come on my stream sometime. So anyways, show me your P&L, whip it out. That's where my Crota song about the event. I spent all night, like, I like went out, grabbed all the stuff. I was like, here's what I've done this year. Here's all the pictures and posts. But how's it verified? I'm like, I don't know. Let me call the Pope and see if he'll verify it. He's a trustworthy source, I think. Hey man, I need somebody to verify these statements. Can you... Here we go. VIX at 1841, guys. This is perfect. So this is great. So be very careful. Like I said, if I were long, I would have closed out my long. Even though it looks like it's going to keep going, I wouldn't be betting further because VIX is at the key pivot. Now, VIX below here, the volatility will likely dry up. Thanks for alerting us to that, right? So VIX is at the key pivot. We all know this. VIX triple B. You guys are so freaking smart. I love it. I wouldn't be betting that we go bullish from here. I would be cautioning to the sideline and let this day finish out and come back tomorrow with VIX in the right spot. Man, you guys are so freaking smart. I love it. What's my opinion of the next move? My opinion of the next move is this is the end of the trading day. Volatility is at its major pivot point that the market could completely die from here, but because it's earnings, it might not. It's probably going to stay the course of staying bullish, but I'll tell you, the volatility is there that it can move around a little bit further. We need to see VIX below this triple B, and then the month gets clean again. But I'm going to say, because it's earnings, I don't think we're going to get a nice trending month, but we could. We'll just see. Okay, we're at the key pivot. VIX hopefully can close below and this stay a little higher. But yeah, no shorting this, no selling this, not for me. My guess is still up, at least for the time being, but I don't have any gauge on the R&R, and I know the volatility could likely be present if this bounces off that line. So what you do is you put the VVIX up and you see if the VVIX starts to go higher, because if the VIX is starting to move around, as in if the VIX is going to pivot, then the VVIX should go up because there's volatility there. So everybody eyes on VVIX. Just make sure it's not ticking higher underneath you. But this was great. I'll ask you, verified the Pope? Yeah, who verified the Pope? Okay. Exactly. So anyways, the song, show me your P&L, whip it out, give me your burst, give it a bank account was all from that. Which was crazy, funny. I was so excited too. I was like, oh, and the person was like, yeah, I'm a verified investing world champion for 3 years. I was like, oh, hell yeah, bro. Here's my stats. We're brothers now. We're both crushing it. Who verified your stuff? I'm like, wait, what? It was like when my dog got bit by a rattlesnake in San Antonio. You know, like he was probably just like, oh, a friend. And my dog was like, oh yeah, oh my God, let's play. And the rattlesnake bit his ass, you know, and I'm just like, that's like me. My poor dog was super excited. Not Pickle, my dog a long time ago. Super excited. Like, oh, a friend. Oh, you look fun. Oh, you make noise. Cool, a rattle. I like it. Let's be friends. Bit his ass. That's the story of my life sometimes. I was like, wait, what? Oh, you're coming at me. I thought we were like trying to be buddies here. I was like, well, whatever. All right. People are weird. How do you sign up your CQG Connect to Rocket Scooter? Oh, very simple. You need a brokerage account with a live broker, and they'll give you CQG credentials to log into the platform with. So if you have like an AMP account or EdgeClear account or something, you buy your data through your broker, and you'll tunnel your brokerage account into here, and then the data will just show up here. So normally what people do is they'll go open a brokerage account with either AMP or EdgeClear. It's like the two biggest ones that are used here. You guys crushed it today? How's y'all's P&L looking? I want to whip it out. What's a good way to invest your money after a payout? Okay, so in the again, I can't give you guys investment advice in like the stock market and stuff, but let me tell you what I would do if I had payout. I'm trying to make it as a funded trader. I would keep an account that I don't spend it on. I would use it to continue to fuel the prop system such that I can keep growing that account as much as I can to eventually can bankroll myself. Depends on how big your payout is. I feel like once a trader gets 10 to 15K to their name or greater, they're ready to start trying to take a stab at the real market trading micros. That's how I feel. So if you're not there yet, you can use your payout to continue to fuel further payouts. And now if you can trade the prop system for free, that's kind of cool. If your payouts can continue to buy new prop accounts as you're continuing to learn and get better. That's kind of the first step of prop trader, is to sort of turn that whole effort into a profitable enterprise. You might just be breaking even, like, okay, I made a payout and then I bought some accounts and blew up and bought some accounts. But as long as that account is continuing to fuel your prop trading, then now you're doing it for free as much as you can. And then slowly try to grow ahead in that and then build a bankroll. Usually helpful. So by the way, Dax, nice job, man, for your first payout. Congrats, man. Very exciting. It's cool when it happens, right? First payout's always a big deal. $1,200 consistent. Let's go. For AMP, you need to have a minimum of 100 in your account to purchase data feed. Right. And I would say put in more than a minimum because they deduct the balance. If you fall below the minimum, they'll cut your feeds off. So a lot of people chunk in like $500 or $1,000 or move their trading account to AMP in general. Either way. Who makes the songs? Dude, everybody in this channel makes songs. They have a song submission Discord channel, so people throw them in there. We're doing a contest, by the way, for who makes the best song. We'll give them free lifetime rocket scooter as a reward. You're new to the live. What's up, Rohini? Welcome to the channel. Hold on, make a phone call real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna run downstairs and take the dog out really quick before I go to my funded TV, but hang tight. We'll go over there in just a little bit. We got like 10 minutes. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Time for My Fun to TV. I get on over there and get on to my afternoon show with those guys. I'll be back live over here. Know that really quick. You guys know the drill. Give My Fun to TV some love. We'll be over there live to do a ton of giveaways. So everybody here, follow me over there, and we'll be right back here in an hour to do our afternoon stream. Same thing, same thing, same thing. VIX is coming down. VIX is bouncing. Yep, we're seeing that, right? Those of you that did take your trade and y'all got out, smart. I would have done the same thing. Yeah, so I love it. All right, green again. I think I'm on like a 3-day streak now. It's kind of nice to see that. But anyways, gonna get out of here, guys. I love y'all. Everybody head to that link I just typed in chat, and we'll see y'all in just a little bit. They're gonna do a ton of giveaways to do the celebrating this new event that they're doing for this launch. Oh, can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? Everybody head over to that link.